Oh yes, it's another great fall day. Look at the nice fall decorations. You know it's gonna be Halloween soon. By the time you see this, it'll probably be Christmas. Look at the little theme music going on here. Let's do this. Who's this guy?
All right, here we go. Last filming day before keep it. Check those out. Check those out. I know dude's outside waiting in the cold, but let's do this. Yo. What the heck is that? Jesus Christ. Did you go shopping before you came here?
Dude.
Yeah, you okay?
Dude.
Diddy. Can you hear that?
It's Diddy. It's coming from here.
Oh, it's coming here.
Still my favorite song.
This guy came in bouncing to the Diddy.
Oh,
I'm just gonna make this listen. See you dance, but balls. Look at his balls. That's what Diddy likes.
Yo.
What you got, baby oil?
You didn't see that.
This guy came in with the lube and the baby oil or the something.
I might have 100 bottles.
I like the hat.
Oh, I just did this.
Yeah.
It's Diddy.
This guy came in blasting Diddy.
Yo, quick story.
Yeah.
I was at a light, and the song was playing in my car,
Yeah.
and I was bumping it,
Yeah.
and the windows were rolled down, and people were looking at me. Like, yo, it's a good song, guy.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yo, this guy, the absolute troll of the century, bro. He's like the absolute troll of the century. You get the award. I gotta make you a trophy, guy.
So I turned it up.
You know what? You get a belt. Kev was a champ of the thing. The troll belt goes to Jason. We're not gonna say his last name.
Jason Diddy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a good show,
Yeah,
yo.
it's gonna be good. Yo, you came in hype. You came in hype.
Go it.
You know
Go it.
Go it.
Go it.
You know what? You came in hype because I was all vexed. You're here on the pet peeves. Stay tuned for my pet peeves. Anyhow, let's start the show.
Let's do this.
Go.
It's Diddy. It's Diddy. Oh. It's Diddy.
Yo, what up?
What up?
It's your boy Dave,
And I'm Jay.
and we're here to let you know that
Go it.
that we have a sponsor.
Go it.
We've always had this sponsor, our one and only sponsor, BigTings.com. BigTingz.com. And you can get lots of Jay and Dave merch there.
Look at these handsome faces.
Look at these handsome
Look
at those faces. Should you see the hat on this handsome face? Look at that. That hat on that face. That hat on that face. That hat, that, and that shirt. Yo!
Look at these two studs.
Go to BigTings.com. There's so much more. And there's a couple new shirts that just came out.
Oh.
I should have had them in my lap. If I planned this better, I would have had it right here to show.
We want you to go see them.
Yes.
That's what this ad is for.
Go to BigTings.com and check it out. Check it out. BigTingz.com.
Check it out.
Go it.
Your mama.
We ain't going nowhere.
We can't be stopped now. Cause we're bad boys. Oh, fat boys.
Fat boys for life.
We're bad boys, aren't we? Well, I need some lube.
This new prop is gonna come out. I don't know how many times during this show that is gonna come out.
I need some lube.
Let's get on this TikTok live real quick.
My hands are dry. 1 second.
He's going in.
Gotta stay shiny.
Yo, that same look you're doing with the hand rub, I've seen Diddy do that same shit, boy. Like you're doing it for jokes, and I've seen that guy do that. Like look and do, you know that same.
When he finds his victim.
Yep, predator ting. Hey, we got a follower before we even went
I
online.
want you to come to my
Gem breaks.
all white
Oh,
party.
there's other people. There's guys that do breaks that are following us now.
I'm doing
Too.
this
Look,
freak off.
all this hockey stuff.
Going to an all white party. Can't stop. Won't stop. Till I get indicted.
Till they force him to stop. Yep.
Exactly.
The live's on. Once you hit that music, we could.
All right, let's hit the music, Dave.
Hit the music!
Oh, sorry. Is that the wrong song?
I don't know. Isn't that how we start the show every time? No? Not quite? That was a test. I like it.
That was a test run.
Welcome to the J and Dave Show. I'm Dave.
And I'm Pete. I mean Jay.
You know, soon he's gonna come in with a Diddy shirt. How long did this motherfucker wear the OJ shirt?
Yeah.
I don't even know how long he wore that OJ shirt. Wait till this guy gets a Diddy shirt of some sort. It's gonna be.
So you saying I gotta get a Sean John?
I'm saying you gotta get a Sean John, bro. You gotta get the Sean John.
I gotta get a Sean John shirt?
I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I think you gotta get it.
Okay, well.
And rock it for like 5 shows. It's Diddy.
It's on. You're on. You're on now. I'm worth.
It's so easy to hype this guy up, huh? Well, anyhow, welcome to the Jay and Dave Show. I'm Dave. And that's Jay.
Diddy.
That's gonna just throw the show off the fucking rails every single time we say something. And this guy just drops some kind of stupid Diddy something.
I need a sugar cookie.
All right. This show is brought to you by Johnson & Johnson's. They're sponsored now, right?
Yes.
Johnson & Johnson's. For all your lubrication and oily needs.
Keeping you moist.
Keeping you moist.
Moist.
For them Diddy parties.
And shiny.
I think my head looks so shiny all the time.
Johnson & Johnson's.
Just visit Diddy's house and get that Johnson & Johnson's. Shine it up.
Oh, yeah.
La, 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 la,
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. Oh.
The D, the I, the D, the D. Oh my god. That song's gonna be stuck in my head for weeks and weeks on end now. You have no idea. Anyhow. And when he says come and work it out, girl, he really means boy. That's what he means, don't it?
That was easy.
I'm not sure. I don't know how much.
Well,
When it boils down to it, I don't know how much girls he really likes. He likes to beat them up.
Well,
And then bully everybody else with contract talks and money and stuff like that. Anyhow, let's get the fucking intro out of the way. We haven't done the intro yet.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Jay and Dave Show.
Welcome.
We thank you guys for joining. We want you guys to remember to hit the fucking like button, subscribe, comment if you think we're idiots, because this whole beginning of the show here has been quite idiotic, and we know this, but we want you to tell us how stupid it was.
Perfect.
Down here.
Perfect.
In the comment section.
It's perfect.
Perfection.
Like Mr. Perfect.
Yeah. He's gonna spit his gum and hit it soon.
Well, I wouldn't do it in Studio B.
Nah, not in Studio B. It might stick on something valuable.
But I will do it in Cuba.
Yeah, in Cuba, there's gonna be enough shit talk. This is the last show before Jay and Dave head to Cuba. Go to our social media, and you guys are gonna check it. Well, actually, fuck. By the time they see this, all the social media stuff will be out and stuff. So you guys stay tuned.
Go to social media.
Stay tuned on social media. There's gonna be a lot of live stuff down there.
Oh yeah.
And and you guys that are watching on YouTube right now, look out for all the fucking.
You'll see it. The reminder.
Jay and Dave and Cuba stuff.
If you click that little reminder, then you'll know when it comes out.
And you won't miss anything, because there's going to be a ton of stuff coming from
yeah.
Cuba. And we have just confirmed right now that Jay and Dave are going to a Raptor game. You got to stay tuned for that, because we're going to film a lot of stuff going down there. We're going
Scotty!
See if we can't even try to interview cheerleaders and stuff, because we're right up close.
Yeah, man.
Because, Jay and Dave only know one way. We go lower bowl, bro. We don't go up in the 300s and
That's
the
right.
nosebleeds and shit.
No nosebleeds here.
Nah, bro. We're right by the court. 14 rows back.
Court side.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Anyhow, just stay tuned for the show, because that'll be coming up. That'll be coming up sometime after January. We might pop it out like real quick, because it'll be like a special episode. Anyhow, now that I think that was the intro. That was whatever.
Subscribe,
the intro's done.
add, tell your friends,
All
tell
that
your
stuff.
mom, share, like we do Xavier's mom. Boom.
Yeah, boom, done. There you go. Thank you. All right,
Wham bam, thank you, man.
all right. Now we jump right in to our pet peeves this week.
Okay, Dave.
You got pet peeves? You want me to start?
You start.
I'm gonna start, because the whole time that I've been waiting for Jay this morning, my TV decided to fucking shut down on me. Not shut down, but like I opened up the TV. I was watching live TV this morning. Like
Right.
I click over to my Android box,
Right.
and I'm watching breakfast television. Fine and good. Pack up the little one, take her to school. Come back, the wife is like, "Yo, I can't watch no Netflix. I can't do anything."
Right.
And it's saying a connection issue. So I go in and look at the connection. Like I go in the actual settings, look at the connection.
Yeah.
Green check marks everywhere. I try and push the fucking thing again. Connection issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have it plugged directly in
Yeah.
via cord or Ethernet cord or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Unplug it, go to the Wi-Fi, go to the settings.
Perfect.
Connection's perfect. Go to the fucking app, like Netflix. Connection issue.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck? So I do the whole turn off everything,
Plug it back in.
unplug it, turn it on,
Reset.
turn it back on, have to wait for the Wi-Fi to fucking go back up and do whatever. I'm like, all right, this has to work, because that's what you're supposed to do. Unplug everything and fucking do it.
Yeah.
Turn it back on, check the connection, green check marks, go to Netflix,
Not working.
no connection. So at this point, I'm about ready to pick up the fucking TV
And throw it through the window.
and throw it through the fucking window, bro. Like I get so angry, because my actual pet peeve this week, to name it, is I wish electronics, like I like electronics to do what they are supposed to do. That's the only job that they have. An electronic device is only supposed to do what it's supposed to do.
Yes.
Right? So, when an electronic device that's supposed to do one particular thing
Doesn't.
is not doing that thing, I immediately want to fucking smash it.
You know what?
Like, smash it, bro. Like, I was so fucking angry before you came in the door this morning. Oh, let me just finish. Let me finish my rant. Because, like, bro, I was literally about to fucking take the TV and bend it over my head. You look how big this fucking head is. It's going to just break it in half. So, what I had to do...
You would break it.
it would fucking smash it.
Bonk.
What I had to do, which ended up working, was factory reset the TV.
Oh, yeah?
I had to factory reset the whole fucking smart TV.
So, do you lose stuff when you factory reset?
Well, I just had to sign back, into everything.
Okay.
Basically, when I turn my TV on, I can just watch Disney or watch Netflix or I can watch whatever.
Yeah, you have to
But when it came back
re-establish.
on, I had to actually download back this and that and this and that. And then I had to sign back into
Okay.
everything again. So that's what I was like ending off doing when you came. like this, and fucking teeth, and like I don't fucking sign back,
Signing.
and now it's
Signing.
working. Like, what the fuck stopped it from working from last night to this morning?
Who knows?
Fuck you, electronics. Fuck off.
This is
Just do what the fuck you're supposed to do. No, sorry, Jake. Go on. What, you had something to say.
so. Like, I think what happened to you is Ultron came into your house last night, and he's like, "Yo,"
It just fucked with all my shit.
he's like, "Fuck you, Dave. Your TV ain't working."
Yeah.
And you know how you're gonna get it to work, Dave? Factory
Factory
reset.
reset. Fuck you, Ultron.
So you lose everything, because I'm pretty sure when you factory reset,
Yeah, you do lose. Like,
you gotta like put back in your
I had to-
favorites or
yeah, and I
kinda
had
stuff.
to It's a Roku TV, so I had to Roku TV my stuff up. You know what I
Yes.
mean, like I had to register the TV again.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
I had to go in and sign in everything again.
Yo,
And stuff. This thing's making pure noise.
don't you hate when you have to do that and you have to like re-find passwords, and it's like, yo, for me sometimes I'm like, yo, I did this like
8 years ago?
yeah, I don't know what the password is. Then you
Luckily for me,
Yeah.
I started writing down all my fucking passwords because they're all the same but just a little bit different. Because some fucking, you know what? I'm gonna throw in another fucking pet peeve. I don't like things that make you put like an emoji in it too, or it's like a capital letter, letters, and a number. That's fine for me.
Dave.
But then it's like you have to put a question mark in, and you have to put
Oh my
a
God.
special symbol in the. Yo, these motherfuckers.
You're taking my pet peeve.
Oh, that
man.
was your pet peeve?
Oh yes.
Yo, oh, you go nuts on it.
Listen, I can't stand
Yeah.
when these places, like you go to these actual sites, and
Dave, Jay.
they not only do you have to do the emoji thing,
Yeah.
but they force you to change your password.
Yes.
I get so bent because
Yeah.
there's only how many words do I know?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yo,
mean?
Jay. You know what's fucking fucked up about sometimes of this? I put in my password. It says password not accepted. I put in a password not accepted. You know, like I put in like what I think it might be, not
Yeah.
accepted. I go to change password. I put in the new password. You can't put a password that you had before.
Yo.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
I want to fight the
Yeah, like
computer
yo,
guy.
How is that a password I had before when you just didn't accept it? Like, what the fuck? I've only ever had one password.
Yo.
Like, oh my god, these
So-
fucking machines, man.
You hit the nail around the head. So, when the
Thank you for the likes,
the
guys.
websites that make you change your password,
Yeah.
they're assholes, because if your new password is anywhere close to the old one,
Yeah.
it's like, you can't use this. And it's like, yo, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
But they were like, no, it's too
You know,
close.
they hit us with that at work all the
It's
time.
too
Guess
close.
what? We do actually work. But they hit us that with work all the time. You know, my password at work right now is the same password it's always been. I just started adding the number at the end, and I'm up to number 41. You know, twice a year we got to change the password.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And every time it goes, I just add to the next number. So it's my password, and and 41 at the end. Every time they do it, I
That's
just
hilarious.
do a next one and add a next number to it. Next time they make me change it, it'll be 43, 44,
Yes.
45. I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep on going forever. It's gonna be the same password until I retire.
Yeah.
But
I know, it's so frustrating.
it's so stupid, man.
Because now, let's say you're that guy, you're like,
Thank you guys for the
I'm
likes.
gonna use the
It keeps
same
us in the rotation. You
password
tap that screen
for
give us those
everything.
likes. Thank you very much.
and then you get hacked.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, this dummy didn't change the password at all, and we got everything.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to kind of change it. I got this book, and it's like passwords,
Yeah.
and I do what you do.
Yeah.
It's the exact same password. All I do is change the number at the end.
Yeah, that's what I
You
do. I
know?
just keep on adding one to the number. I mean, my passwords for most of my stuff, my Netflix, my this, my that, you know, like all the like regular day-to-day stuff that I'm using all the time and stuff, they're similar. But some of these fucking places want you to throw in special symbols and this
Well,
and that, and I'm like,
Again,
what the fuck?
upset,
And then I
guy.
forget. Because then I'm like, yo, my password is this.
Yes.
You know, but now there's a question mark at the end because they made me fucking. But so that's why I'm doing, I guess the simple solution is what I did,
Yeah.
is writing them all the fuck down. But the only time I remembered to write it down was when I couldn't get in the first place.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So then I did a new one, and then had to fucking do whatever, and then, me. And just,
I'll give you... What I do now is when I do the password, I take a picture of it, and I save it in my notes.
yeah, that's all right. See? I actually write it in my notes and stuff, so it's all right.
But
all the Jay and Dave stuff, too, because we have a ton of Jay and Dave stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the Jay and Dave social media. Go check it out, by the way. The Jay and Dave social media. Our email, we have an email address, JAYANDDAV22@gmail.ca or com.
.com.
And, if you want to collaborate or do anything, hit us up through email, because we get those alerts.
Sponsors, if you want us to read some ads,
we can do it. Yo, you got two of the best ad readers
that's it.
in the world.
Go it.
Here.
Go it.
Yo, go check out some of our ads.
Yeah, trust me.
I bet you want us to sell your stuff. I bet you we can sell your stuff.
I bet you,
Check it out.
after we read an ad, you're going to want to buy something.
I bet you.
You want to empty your pockets.
Yeah. We're doing a great job selling us right now. See that?
Yeah.
That's how good we are.
Skeef.
Hey.
Mortadella.
Mortadella. It's a mort, bro. Mortadella.
Isn't that a
fucking
cheese?
Mort.
Isn't that a cheese?
Mortadella is a cheese, and I like mortadella. It's
So do
fucking
I.
delicious.
That's why I was saying it.
I get it. You know what?
I like
Hey, who knew? How do I know? Mortadella. Like when you call somebody a fucking mort, you might be calling them short for mortadella.
cheese.
Wait, mortadella's not cheese.
Is it?
Isn't mortadella a meat?
Is it a meat?
Or is it a cheese?
I don't know.
You know what? Mortadella. I think it's a meat. I think it's a sandwich.
Don't worry. If we get
I think it's
wrong,
like bologna. Isn't mortadella bologna? Yo, who's on here?
Don't worry.
No, I want them to...
No. I'm just going to put the picture up and make us look stupid. No, don't put your hands up. This is like these dummies.
Right, the dummy. Well, but one of us is right. One of us is wrong.
These dummies. Well, yeah.
I think it's a meat. I think mortadella
I don't-
is a sandwich.
I don't even know what it is.
It's like a really thinly sliced
I was
bologna.
just saying.
But it sounds like a cheese. Mortadella. No, it's a meat. Fuck that. Nah, I'm sticking to my guns. I think it's a fucking meat.
Me?
You know?
I don't know.
Yo, what up, Max?
You're still mortadella.
Yeah.
If you're cheese,
Yeah,
then you're
fucking
cheese.
mort.
If you're bologna or some kind of lunch meat, then
Yeah.
that's what you are.
That's what you are. You fucking
That was easy.
Yeah.
thinly sliced piece of lunch bologna.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Bologna.
Bologna.
Cracker.
Okay. I guess those are the pet peeves. We wrap that pet peeve up for thing. Where do we go from here, Jay? What do you think? You got any subjects? You got anything you want to talk about this week? Yo, real quick. Your Yankees are doing real good. Last show, my guy picked the Yankees
I
to
did.
go to the World Series. I didn't pick the World Series winner.
Right.
I just wanted to go to the World Series, and bang, this guy called it, because I didn't think they would make it. I was looking at like Detroit, and like they're playing Cleveland right now, and who else is it? KC,
Well, they played KC and
and they beat them.
They
Yeah,
beat 'em.
easily. But they, I like those. The thing is, I chose like underdog team because I like those underdog teams, man, and they were playing so good. But now the Yankees are just like, yo, we're the Yankees, bro.
this guy, you
Yep.
know what? I hate the Yankees.
Yeah.
I do.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
That's
you know
hard,
why?
It's hard for me to hate them, man.
You know why I hate them?
Why?
It's not because they're not good. It's
Yeah.
because they're always in the finals.
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
They're like that team that's just always there.
They're buy a lot of players. That's why they're so rich that they buy.
Yeah, they buy
Boston
everybody.
too,
Boston does that too, man.
and fucking the Dodgers, right?
Well, obviously. Aren't they still playing? The Dodgers? Are they still playing?
Yeah, the Dodgers are in. The Dodgers are up in their series. So it might be a fucking Yankees
Oh.
Dodgers World Series, bro. I'm watching every game.
Yo,
of that.
if
if the Dodgers lose, it's a Mets. It could be a Yankees Mets World Series. New York versus New York, bro.
so, what do you think they would want more? I think they would want.
I think the league right now is very happy. They just don't want Cleveland to win. Just Yankees beat Cleveland because Cleveland versus anybody kills all the stories. But a Yankees versus Dodgers or a New York versus New York, a Mets versus Yankees, yo, both of those are fucking killer sellers, bro.
I know.
You want to know how to sell something? Anybody who wins in this side is good. The Yankees just have to win for MLB to be so fucking happy. Bro.
Let's go Guardians.
The Cleveland Guardians. Now all of a sudden I changed him. He just because the troll that he is, he wants to fuck it up.
I do.
Just to be like, let's get Cleveland up in there. Just to fuck everything up. But your Yankees pick is looking real good right now, bro. They're playing all right. They're not like destroying the Guardians. Like right now, the Dodgers are handling the Mets. Right?
I seen.
Ohtani is like Ohtani just started. He had a slow start, and Ohtani just is now Ohtani all of a sudden.
Yeah,
he's just smashing fucking homers.
Yeah, I seen that. This guy was just hitting runs.
Yeah,
it's like
and
he's not even pitching.
No, he didn't pitch this year. He had some sort of surgery to stop him from pitching. So this year, all he did was hit like 50-something home runs and steal 50-something bases.
Like, how do you have this?
That's all he did this year.
That's an amazing pitcher,
amazing base stealer, amazing hitter. He's just, to be honest, I think he might be one of the greatest baseball players I've ever seen in my life.
Well, yeah.
He does everything, bro.
Guy, what pitcher do you know can hit home runs?
Not many. Not at all. I don't know any.
I mean, and what pitcher do you know that was good at other stuff besides pitching? Like, you got...
Not much I know. Nolan Ryan was good at fighting. He would knock everybody the fuck out. Anybody who charged him out on him.
Oh, I love
pure fist, boy.
I know.
That's my favorite pitcher of all time, by the way.
Because the thing about the fight is, the guy runs up to you, like, I'm always like, befuddled because he'll run up to you and then want to fight you.
Yeah.
But if I'm the pitcher and you come running, I'm going to bust your ass.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait for you to come.
Yeah.
You're going to run, pop.
Yeah, you're going to run into a fist.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or into a drop kick, bro. Like, like when you bounce somebody off the ropes and they're coming running at you and you drop kick the fuck out of them. Or rock bottom them or some shit.
I'm taking my glove and I'm boxing you with it. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here.
So, somebody wrote, the fake Russell Peters and the fake Joe Budden.
Pump it up. Pump it up.
Bad and Boju. I don't know. Bouji.
Bougie?
Bad and Bougie. Maybe it means bougie. Is that how you spell bougie?
Oh.
I thought it was Boogi.
Bougie?
Bougie. Like when you're bougie, when you're too fucking bougie,
Oh.
Like me, I'm ghetto bougie.
No, you're just ghetto.
No. I'm bougie, bro. I don't camp. I like hotels. I like nice things. You know what I mean? I like nice liquors.
No, you're just ghetto.
All right.
Bougie is, for me, bougie is...
Like a gal thing?
No, it's when you think you're rich and you're not. So bougie to me is like, people, I just got the new J's, they're $500. And you live in a townhouse.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you don't have any money.
Yeah.
You
spend all your money on things.
On shoes,
Oh, Boogi is for your nose. That's boogie.
Boogie.
I guess so. We don't know how to spell.
Or read. Apparently.
I mean, I could read. But I ended up getting bougie from what he typed.
But it's boogie.
But I thought Boogie was bougie.
It's boogie.
But it's boogie.
Like boogie
Wonderland.
Or boogie.
Or a boogie. Like, no, I'm just going in the corner to pick my boogies.
Boogie.
Oh shit, I didn't move my fucking dehumidifier from back there. Look, you can see my dehumidifier that keeps everything in here dehumidified. The last thing I want is all my shit to fucking start crinkling up. I don't need it anymore. I should unplug it and take it away because once the heat goes on, we're in Canada, by the way. So everybody who is talking, I don't know, a week after I turned the thing on, and it never even turned on because there was no humidity to pull.
Okay.
So anyhow, thank you for listening to that. That's the thing.
Somebody wrote, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Ow!
Somebody wrote, this is Brampton's finest right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we can drive.
I thought you were, I know. Our car insurance is normal.
It's okay.
Ain't no...
You know what I mean?
I couldn't afford to live in Brampton just because of the car insurance. Never mind the house prices and all that stuff. The car insurance will fuck me up.
Car insurance? You get insured out there?
I don't know, bro.
I don't even think they insure cars out there.
No, probably not.
Live?
Yeah.
Brampton. Sorry.
Yo, what up, Jeter? Somebody said, watch out for Gurpreet. so watch out for Gurpreet. Yeah, them the ones who fuck up all the car insurance, man. We collect all kinds of stuff, man. We collect action figures, we collect cards. That's all. Action figures and cars. I got some posters. I got a few albums kicking around. Not a lot.
I got a stamp collection. Do a little.
Oh
money.
yeah. Do you have a coin collection too?
I do have a coin collection.
Yeah. You have a coin collection.
Some,
I actually have a couple coins hidden upstairs.
Some dollars
that I wanna actually go get checked because my daughter found them, like in the lake.
Oh.
And
really?
they look old as shit. One of them is from like early 1800s.
Right.
It has it on it, so I was like, okay, that one or mid 1800s or something like that. And one of them just is like it's clearly a coin, but it looks like has like a guy carrying something. Like it looks like Roman or something like that. Like it looks very much like that. I'm sure it's not like Roman itself, but it looks so cool. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna take this, okay, baby? And she's like, no, I just found it and I'm gonna play with it. I'm like, okay, I'll give you something else to play with. Let me just hold on to this. It's only like as big as my pinky nail.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like it's really tiny.
Well, get it checked out.
Yeah, I want to get that checked out because I don't know where it's
look
from.
For it.
And like I had to look it under a magnifying glass because I couldn't see it really. Like,
right.
But when you look at it under a magnifying glass, you can clearly see that there's like a picture of like somebody kind of like walking or like holding something or something like that.
Well, a lot of the older coins have like cool kind of designs on them.
Yeah.
And they're worth money. Like, I was looking into it. Like, I have some old pennies, and they're like, yo, if you have a penny from this certain year, it's worth money. So you get it checked out.
Well, I want us to get this checked out because if it's like,
or look to see
what
year it is.
The kid it has no markings in terms of writing. It just has the picture. And the kid in me is like, yo, did we find treasure? Like
I know this guy's gonna go back and dig up.
Did I find like fucking sunken treasure? Like did Noel find washed up fucking from like the early people who were in Canada? It might not be like pirate treasure,
right?
You know what I mean? But like from the early people that use these little things to trade and whatever, right? Yeah. And the thing is, it's so tiny and it can't be anything else. It's not a coin like a penny per se. You know what I mean? But it's just tiny.
Just hope it's not play money.
You know what? In all honesty, it could just end up being some shit that somebody was fucking around with. Right. But I don't know why it's carved so neatly. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you.
If I can find it upstairs when we go on lunch break,
we gotta check it out.
I'll go and let you look at it because it's pretty cool. You know what? If I can find it too, I'll bring it down for you guys to see, and I'll bring it down for TikTok to see. Yeah, who's this bull? Somebody said it's TTC's first token.
It could be.
Yeah, that's good.
That's jokes.
When are we gonna start talk about cricket or duck curry? Or you mean curry duck?
Curry duck.
Duck curry.
It must be from Guyana.
Yeah, well, I'm half Guyanese, so half of my family says that.
You can relate.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a story.
What's the story?
So, I was looking at social media.
Yeah.
And I seen a picture of this house with like Amazon boxes from the front all the way to the street.
Mm-hmm.
And like thousands of boxes. So I'm like, there's no way this could be a real story.
Yeah.
It's a real story, guy. So somewhere in Kansas, somebody keeps getting Amazon boxes delivered to their house to the point of the front lawn is covered. All the way out to the street is covered.
So they got money like that? Like that's
Well, no. So the news people went to that house owner and they're like, what's going on with all these Amazon boxes? And they didn't want to go on camera, but they were like, we have a friend who has this contract. Mm-hmm. And they keep sending the stuff to their house.
Stay tuned. We'll talk about that in a sec.
And they're like, when our friend loses the contract, then we're just going to ship the boxes to their house. And I'm like, but what's in these boxes, guy? Like, I would be there every day.
I'm surprised nobody fucking
tearing open.
I really try to get my Amazon deliveries inside quick for fear that somebody's just gonna run up and take it and go. Imagine my whole lawn was covered in boxes. Like, somebody just come up, and they're too far for the camera and shit like that. They just come up, grab a bunch of stuff, put on a stupid surgical. Like, how is it all still there, not teefed? Is that a word, teefed?
Because there's so many. Like, it's a lot, guy.
Yeah, it looks like
I'm pretty sure people...
looks like a trap.
I'm pretty sure people have gone and opened this box.
Teef up stuff, yeah.
Teef some boxes. But what I'm saying to you, there's so many boxes.
What the fuck could be
that
in there?
if you took 10, you wouldn't even know you took 10.
Yeah, you wouldn't. They wouldn't even be able to.
Yeah,
see.
they don't even know. They're like, hey, Teef them.
Yep.
But I just thought that was
Somebody
crazy.
asked for the thoughts on Diddy parties. We talked about that a few times. But somebody says, "Yo, what curry is better, Trinidadian or Jamaican curry?" That was FU asked that one.
Grenada curry.
He's from Grenada, so he says the Grenadian curry is the best.
Grenada.
You know what
curry.
the best? You know what the best curry is? The absolute best curry is whoever the respective moms. I'm not even saying it like yo mama. The respective mom's curry is always the best curry. Or if your dad is the cook in the house, your parents' curry is the best curry. Because I have never been able to make curry the way my mom can make it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure the best curry you ever had, your parents probably make it.
Yeah.
You know, there's restaurants and stuff like that do it. I don't think Jamaicans are known for curry per se. I think Jamaicans
are known for patties.
Are patties and jerk chicken.
Jerk. Yeah,
like jerk type of stuff.
Jerk, yes.
Or ackee and saltfish and stuff like that. They have stuff that nobody else can do. And
Yes.
curry's a different thing because you can have like India curry. You can have Thailand kind of curry.
Yeah.
You can have like
West
Indian type of curry. Like they're all different. You know, and no curry, even in the West Indies.
I've attempted
the curries are different.
to make curry.
Yeah.
And when I made it, I used it was an in between Indian curry and a Thai curry. Okay. And I kind of took the recipes and I made
was that a lot of coconut in it or something?
Grenadian curry.
Yeah. You made your own style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there a lot
But
of...
I used the ingredients.
Like coconut? Did you like because Thai curries are heavy on coconut. So it tastes like I don't want to say it, but almost sweeter. You know?
Well, I do use coconut milk when I do cook curry.
Oh yeah? See, I don't use coconut if I'm cooking like if I'm just trying to be like fancy a little bit. Like coconut is more to make it lighter like a Thai curry.
Right.
The curry that I make doesn't have coconut in it. No. You know, like it's just like I season up everything as I always do. Wash and season up my chicken.
Right.
Put a whole bunch of curry on the chicken. And then I put, you know, it's got to be a decent amount of oil. And then I put curry in that.
Yes. You got to cook the curry
and
first.
As soon as it starts to brown up.
Then you put in your chicken.
Once it gets really kind of brown.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Once it gets really kind of dark, like the curry's cooked. Then I dump the chicken in. And then you cook that. Let it brown up. And you'll see it like be a nice color after that.
Right.
You know? And then after that is when you add a little bit of water or a stock or something.
See,
with
at
potatoes
that point,
and stuff like that.
I add coconut milk.
Get coconut milk? Yeah. See that turns it immediately into a Thai style curry. Whoa. Because that's what I'm not saying it's bad. Because
that's the style of curry that I cook.
Yeah.
I like coconut milk.
In the thing. See, I make my rice and peas that I'm probably gonna eat with the curry.
Right.
With the coconut.
I do that also.
You know, like that I make it with coconut milk.
Yes, I do that also.
Yeah, it really comes out good when you make a strong rice and peas with coconut milk.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it really comes out fucking tasty and sometimes you can eat the rice and peas without because I make my rice and peas with bacon. It starts with bacon before I put the seasoning in, right?
You had me at rice and peas. You got me with bacon.
Yeah.
It's like,
yep.
Whatever.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
I got the motherfucker.
I'm like,
yeah. But yeah. So the first thing I put in my rice and peas, I chop up bacon in like small.
Yeah.
And put it in the thing and just let it
get the oil.
Until all the oil is out and the bacon is just about crispy.
Yeah.
That's when I put all the seasoning in.
Yes.
And the seasoning cooks up and all, like I'm talking thyme and everything. You know what I mean? Like
yes.
You have to put the full branches of thyme and all that stuff in there. And all the seasoning and let it really cook up until it's fragrant. Right? And then the rice goes in. And then the coconut.
Do you
no, but I use canned peas. I don't like some people are very
they soak their peas
overnight.
I won't lie to you. I use canned peas.
Yeah, canned peas. Because I put it in at the end. The peas go in at the end.
Like if I want to give you an authentic rice and peas, like we're talking Christmas.
Yeah.
Maybe I use the dry peas and I
Yes,
hydrate
if
them
you
with water.
have to season your meat.
So.
Yeah, if you have to season your meat before cooking.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Guaranteed. No matter what I make, no matter what it is I'm making,
the
meat is seasoned before it's thing.
Yeah.
Barbecue chicken, curry chicken,
and I love
stew
to
chicken.
Marinate my seasoning.
Yeah,
I like to do it the night before.
Yeah.
So the chicken soaks up everything.
Yeah, I'll do it in the morning usually because I'm a night shift worker.
Right.
So I'll season up everything in the morning and put it in the fridge.
And let
it
it
usually
sit there
sits
for
about
the day.
5, 6, 7 hours.
Yeah, that's good enough.
And by the evening, and then I put the saran wrap on top and I press it down so when I put it in the fridge, the whole fridge don't stink like things. So once it's like saran wrapped properly, because my bowl is perfect fit for the saran wrap, and it seals and it doesn't smell. Once I seal it down with saran wrap, I put that in the fridge and let it just sit there in that.
Nice.
For like 5, 6 hours usually. Maybe even more, depending on how long I get to sleep.
Right.
I need a refill of coffee. Yeah, FU marinates his the day before. Jay does that too. Jay just said he marinates his the day before.
Yeah, I like to do it the day before, let it just get all nice and
all up in there.
All up in there.
Yeah, and well, when I'm seasoning the meat too, and I'm giving it the good rub down, I also I take time, and I like to when I'm giving it the rub down, I just sort of slip some underneath the skin. You know what I mean? Like you gotta sort of push some underneath the skin.
Yes.
So that it doesn't just cook and you end up with plain meat and seasoning on the outside.
Well, that's the whole reason why you have to let it sit
for a long time
because it
really soaks
into the chicken.
Yeah,
right?
it really soaks up.
So the longer, the better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's man, I'm hungry. This guy brought up food, and this fat boy is ready to eat.
I'm always hungry. So.
Yeah, me too. I can't help it. I'm getting texts. Who's texting me?
Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy's like, yo, I saw you got my lube.
I want it back.
Yeah.
Yo, why I have that song in my head?
Because you came in blasting it, bro. That's why.
The D, the I, the D, the D, the Y. It's Diddy. Hold up.
Isn't there more to it? Like I never got that. The D, the I, the D, the D, the D, the D, the D, the D. It's Diddy. Like, isn't there too much syllables before he gets to it's Diddy? I guess we got to run the tune again.
Well,
run the tune.
He's telling you that you're gonna get the D, the D, the D,
the
the
D,
D, the D, the D, the D, the D. It's Diddy.
Diddler. It's Diddy.
You want to get it? Yes.
Fucking Diddy.
So
this guy's taking over all the fucking airwaves. My whole TikTok, my whole Instagram, everything is Diddy stuff. So like,
he's hot right now, guy.
Yeah, it's
Did you ever think that we were not going to talk about Will Smith? Because at one point, people were like, yo, what is going to happen that is going to top Will Smith? Diddy. Actually, Cat Williams.
Well, Cat Williams just came and called everything out.
I know, but that kind of took the pressure off of Will Smith. Has been sweating since he slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And he's been waiting, like, yo, someone needs to fuck up.
Yeah, so
somebody, so that my name is.
But then, what fucked up about Will Smith thing is that he's rolled all into this.
But
he's been at Diddy party and all the boys that people have seen him fucking and all that stuff is. He's rolled right up in it.
I know, but
yeah, the pressure is on Diddy himself.
It doesn't matter if he's. A lot of people are involved.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
But the focus isn't on the people who are involved.
Yeah.
The focus is on
Diddy.
Yo.
And
he did.
Was it FU says I miss R. Kelly music on the airways. Bullish Bish says Jaguar Wright has been spilling all the dirt. Yeah, Jaguar Wright. Everything she has said, I wouldn't say every single thing, but like
most of it.
90% of what she fucking called out has already come to light.
Yeah.
Jaguar Wright is just like, yo, I'm out here fucking like, putting people on blast. I'm not sure what she's getting from it.
Guys, what do you mean? She's whenever she speaks,
yeah,
it's like
everybody wants to hear it. Yeah,
everybody is interviewing her now. She's going on all these different podcasts. So like, if you're if you're
That's
her,
exactly. So,
she's getting paid now.
See, Hetty Bear is like, yo, she overdoes it, and that's where that's where I am with it. Like, I don't know what she gets out of it. She comes on like I'm not sure. Like, what's Jaguar Wright's story? Did they mess with her or try to fuck her career up or do something like that? Like,
well, apparently she's an artist.
okay,
So
they fucked with her career, and
I'm guessing that maybe something happened with her.
I gotta actually look into that. I
musically
don't
wise.
know if they. But yo, when she comes out so angry and
Well-
so they did something to her, guy.
Well, I
Like,
feel
something happened because she comes out so vexed. But see, her vexedness is so spread wide. Like, it's like she's vexed at everybody.
But
because
no.
she called out 50 recently.
Yeah, she did call
and she's
50.
like vexed. Like, you could tell
She's
her.
saying that he's
Like, he has his own sort of
Yeah.
shit to deal with. You know, like,
But-
he's fucked guys too and whatever. Like,
her main beef is Jay-Z.
yeah.
And apparently, like when she talks about it, and I was looking at it, there are some things that she did with Jay-Z. So there was like a Unplugged
Yeah.
where she was singing and Jay-Z was
I asked
rapping.
him. Yeah.
So I think that she was involved in the industry.
He's
But
like,
if you think,
IS says Jaguar Friends was really good friends with Tupac.
yeah, well, she like,
So they killed her friend. You know?
well, yeah, that's why she has it up for.
She's saying background for
Diddy.
Jay-Z.
Yeah,
You know, and she's brave enough to do this or something.
she called out Jay-Z and said he
She
doesn't
also-
remember his lyrics.
Yeah.
When he would do shows, he had a teleprompter on the ground,
Yeah.
and he would read his lyrics off of the ground.
Really?
But
I don't know. That doesn't sound right.
once again, this is how I feel.
Yo, somebody's like, I can see the two of you guys being on 98.7 in the mornings. Like, we'd have our own morning show. That'll be awesome, guy. That's a pretty cool dream.
Okay, this is what I
In
feel.
the early 2000s. Wait,
This is what I
no.
feel about this whole Diddy business.
Yeah.
The whole gay rapper
Yeah.
has been a rumor for a very long time.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's been out. Like, but nobody really knew.
But
Yeah.
in those gay rapper talks,
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z's name has come up.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Much more. That's not the only two. Like,
I know, but I'm saying maybe
those are the big ones.
big
Yeah.
ones, right? What my feeling is about this whole thing is
Yeah.
that how hard is it for someone to lie?
Not hard.
And if both these guys have been in the industry for more than 20 years,
Yep.
you don't think they've created enemies?
Oh yeah.
So
They have.
it's almost like you have maybe some artists who are a bit salty because they think that their careers are ruined because of these guys.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna,
And hence the gatekeeper talk, right?
yes,
Like the gatekeeper type of talk.
like my feelings about Diddy is this: did he do it? It looks like he did.
Did he-
Okay,
You know that's the title of the thing. Did he do it?
but until the lawyer comes out and says this is what he's being charged with, this is what he did,
Yeah.
all these people that are talking,
Yeah.
I can't believe it, because what do you know what's true and what's not true? Because everybody has a story now. And then you got AI who can like recreate stories and even use people's voices.
Yeah.
Recreate videos.
Marco,
So
are you listening to what he's saying?
it's
He's
like
saying the exact same thing you're saying right now.
so it's like everybody, and then you got to think about those people who want their 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
They're going to want to come up and start saying stuff too.
Yeah.
So realistically, where I come from,
Yeah.
until he gets convicted,
Yeah. We don't know anything.
we don't know anything. You
See,
can't
Marco?
believe the
Listen, bro.
You can't believe what's out there. Like, you know what's so bad? Within the next 5 years, Dave,
Yeah.
what's true and what's not?
And nobody knows. What,
In the next 5 years, they're gonna have Jay and Dave podcast AI, because we have like how many hours of material.
Yeah.
So AI can take that and remake videos because we've said words.
Yeah.
So they can just use those words and put it
and
in
create
their-
a whole vocabulary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So if they can do that now, because they're doing that with Trump.
Yeah.
They have some ads and it's like, is that Trump? And it's like, no, it's not. It's somebody
AI. Yeah.
using AI.
Right.
So it's like, how do you know what's real and what's not?
Yeah, you don't.
You don't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel sorry for our kids because they're going to go through an era where the misinformation and the fake news is going to be rampant.
Stop acting like who were friends. We didn't say they were friends. Somebody just said on the chat that they were friends. So we just said, "Oh, they were friends." That's all.
Who?
We don't. I don't know. Marco's trying to just say we don't know what we're talking about. But what we're saying is we don't know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to tell him that we're saying we don't know what we're talking about.
Nobody
But
knows.
so we're not allowed to have an opinion though. Like talk about something you know.
No,
I don't know. I know I'm wearing a red shirt, but you know, like
Yeah.
everybody's allowed to have an opinion on something. That's just life.
Sure.
You know, we're not going to talk about stuff we know. We're going to talk about stuff that's hot.
Exactly.
You know, that's how it works. And we've never sat here and said Diddy did this, Diddy did. We just made jokes. That this is the allegations, and we can make jokes off of the allegations.
Exactly.
All we want. Until somebody says something different. You know what I mean? We don't know anything. But in the meantime, everybody who makes an allegation, we can make a joke out of that.
So apparently,
because it's funny.
What's happening?
It's all funny.
With Diddy is I heard that they're charging him in individual cases.
Yeah.
So that the people who are involved in each victim.
Yeah.
But then I heard now what's happening is all these victims are settling out of court because the people involved don't want their name associated with Diddy.
Yeah.
And the prosecutor is okay with that and settling all these other claims outside because those people who settled are going to testify against Diddy.
Yeah.
So their main person, Diddy, is going to get it.
Yeah.
They're okay with him going to jail for life.
Yeah.
And everybody else who is involved can settle outside of court.
And not have their name run through.
Because they don't want their name run through, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what happens.
Well, it's the same as Weinstein.
Guy,
you know,
no.
Like,
Weinstein died, and that list died too. Because there's way more people that should have been named, but they weren't. And then what happened afterwards is the internet started being like, oh, we see you with Clinton, or that wasn't a real list, because they never released.
Yeah, the list just disappeared.
They released half or whatever they wanted to release.
A bit, like a little.
And then they're like, oh, he's dead now.
Yeah.
No more list.
No more list. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen with Diddy. I thought he was never going to make it to trial. I thought he was going to die before, so that none of this comes out. But if they're settling with everybody outside,
he's going to
and then
trial.
they're all going to testify just directly against Diddy.
Of course they are.
And then make him the fall guy.
That's
so all those other people are making him the fall guy, and to be like, yo, he take it. And meanwhile, nobody else's actions get.
That's what's happening.
Get thing, and everybody gets settled for a little bit of money. And they go away happy.
Okay.
And they sign that paper saying...
Ask yourself this question, Dave. How long ago...
Yeah, Epstein. That's what I meant to say.
How long ago was R. Kelly?
Bro, I don't even know.
10, 15
About
years
10
ago?
years ago?
Okay.
Yeah, I said something, but I meant Epstein. That's correction. Somebody help us out.
So, you're trying to tell me that R. Kelly got charged with underage girls. Puffy's been doing it from before that, and there was no connection? Of course there was a connection, guy.
Yeah.
Of course he was going to the parties. But you want to know what I think?
Right.
There's other two reasons for that. One, they knew what was going on, and they didn't have enough to really convict him. And he's so high up that they had to make sure that they had him.
Yeah.
So that's why they waited.
Yeah.
Or two, the powers that be, because he knows these people, were like, listen, we don't want Puffy to get out there because we don't want our names out there.
We don't want our names.
So
yeah.
Push him to the side, please.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know.
It all makes sense to me, bro, what you're saying.
I look at it like, if he's been doing this for the last 20, 30 years, tell me how he wasn't involved with Cosby. Because Cosby wasn't doing the shit by himself. Tell me he wasn't involved with R. Kelly. R. Kelly wasn't doing the shit by himself. You know what I mean? It's like, look at his position, and you're trying to tell me that he had no involvement with these guys? I don't think so, bro. The way they're talking
Narratives.
the way they're talking about how widespread and how much people are involved, and you're trying to tell me within the last 15 years, 10, 15 years, you got like Harvey Weinstein going down big, Bill Cosby going down big, Epstein going down big, and you want to tell me now Puffy was trafficking and he wasn't in that world? Bruh. It's either they know, or someone high up is like, yo, don't. And then I feel what it really was is Puffy just pissed off the wrong person. And they're like, okay, you gotta go.
You're talking about the what's it called people? The Ciroc people?
Yeah, well, that's the rumor that they're the ones who were like, hey, you want to fuck with us?
Yep.
we got a private eye.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
You're not untouchable, boy.
Yeah. You mess with the wrong billionaires.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, we know what you're doing. And so is everybody else.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who know what he was doing.
But yeah, why, if so much people knew what was going on, why are we just hearing about it now? You gotta think, someone's been covering it up.
Mm-hmm.
Someone doesn't want us to know what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever that somebody is now, either they're like, I don't give a shit anymore, or they've been compromised too.
Yeah.
So it's like, if we're gonna go down, everybody's going down. You know? And what I think is whoever is going down is like, well, someone's gotta be the fall guy.
Yeah.
And everybody's
just like in everything. In every crime and everything and everything.
And they're like, it's Diddy.
the D, the I, the D, the D, the I, the Y, the D, the D, it's Diddy.
Hold up.
Like,
it's like he's taking it for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's happening.
That's exactly what's happening.
And then what's going to happen is the people who are involved won't get outed.
Yeah. Mark was trying to say that I'm the one pushing a narrative.
Right.
And trying to make Diddy look bad. And I haven't spoken in like 5 minutes.
Well, personally, hold on a second.
That's why I was like, narratives.
The narrative, I think that Diddy's did his own good job himself of making himself look bad.
Yeah.
You know? Because you got this video of him beating up Cassie. That don't look good.
Nope.
And does that make it seem like he's a good guy? But you know what's happening too? What's happening too now is it doesn't matter whether or not he had good intentions or bad intentions. Every video, every time he went someplace and there was someone who was underage, they're just going to throw that in his face.
Yep.
And it didn't necessarily mean that because he's with Justin Bieber at this event that he was doing something. But everybody's going to be like, oh, look, he was here. He was here. He was doing this with this person. Yeah. And it's like, okay, I get it. But the man's got to live too. Like, he wasn't freak off party all the time.
Right.
You know, so whatever.
I don't know. I still blast Diddy up in the car all the time because almost everything that I listened to growing up was like fucking like, or at least like fucking 70% of the shit I listened to, Bad Boy Records has something to do with it, or Diddy had something to do with the remix or whatever. I can't erase my whole fucking playlist.
I have a Diddy playlist, guy. Flavor in your ear to all the Benjamins.
The Benjamins.
Guy, he's got some classics, yo.
Guy,
like
everything from the late 90s, early 2000s was all fucking
man.
Diddy. You know? That's it. I don't know.
I don't know, guys. It's like I still listen to him.
Yeah.
And I still bump him. And when I'm at stoplights, I roll my windows down and turn it up.
Yeah.
Let's listen. Everybody's going to have their own opinion. This is, you know what I find really funny?
What?
So we're trusting in the law system to persecute him, right?
Yeah.
And do the right thing. So what if they say he's guilty? Do you believe them?
I don't know.
But
I'm not 100% sure.
okay,
But 'cause like you said, I feel like he's a part of something that might have been bigger, with a whole bunch of people that they're taking down, and he's the fall guy now. He's the one that all of these people have chosen to be the fall guy.
why I say that is OJ was acquitted, but nobody believes it.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So what if he gets acquitted? Is no one going to believe that? Or if he gets
Puffy
charged?
gets acquitted, or you mean if he gets charged?
If he gets charged, you going to believe that?
It's hard.
That's my point, guy.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why on the one hand do you believe over here, but then you're not going to believe over here?
Yeah.
It's like, if our system is bulletproof, then it should be an open, shut case.
Yeah.
Right? But if you have questions, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Question to OJ. Did he do it? Because everybody thinks he did, and the evidence didn't prove that he did.
Nope, because the glove didn't fit.
Must have quit.
And Jay wore the OJ shirt for I don't know how long.
5 episodes.
Yeah.
Like I said I was. Now I got to get a Sean John shirt.
Yeah. And a rock the Sean John.
And some Johnson & Johnson.
Woo! Johnson & Johnson's.
Yeah. I don't know. What's happening has been happening for years.
Yeah.
And you know what? If Hugh Hefner was still alive, Me Too movement would have beat that guy up. You know how much women he had running through that Playboy Mansion?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know how much stuff happened at the Playboy Mansion?
Yeah.
I mean,
Didn't half of Bill Cosby's things happen there?
At the Playboy Mansion.
At the Playboy Mansion.
So,
and they nailed Bill Cosby for it.
If he was still alive, if walls could talk, brethren.
Yep.
If they could talk. That guy died perfect timing. Because, he would have spent the rest of his life in jail.
Yeah.
You know, because shit was going on at that Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Everybody's been there.
And wrote, Diddy is not chosen to be the fall guy. He is the guy who bragged about his parties. And we don't mean he's the fall guy as in like he didn't do it and they're just chosen. I mean he's the fall guy as in the things that were being done in these parties that he held were with so many powerful people that don't want their stuff out, that they're all turning their story against him.
Yes.
Which meanwhile, there were powerful people who may or may not have been doing
whatever
the work, like the bad stuff itself.
But they were still there.
But they were there. Whether they were doing it or they weren't, they were there for what was happening. And the people that don't want their name brought out as that they were there are the ones turning the story against Diddy.
Of course.
To make it all look like him, and then people are getting their payouts like he was saying, whatever, and then they get to testify against him himself, And I'm not saying that again. I'm not saying he's the fall guy as he didn't do anything. I'm saying that he's the only one who's going to come out of this with anything because nobody else wants their name in anything.
Well,
meanwhile, there should be 1,000 other names.
Well, yeah,
that
of
that are in on this too, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
It's all going against one person.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by fall guy.
It's like the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
They pinned everything on Cosby and this Harvey guy, and then everybody else who was involved, they let them settle their stuff outside. Like, they did their own settlements, not in the public eye. So you had a lot of people at that time just apologizing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, like, I'm sorry if I did something. You knew you did something. Why are you apologizing?
Yeah.
What, you doing it for no reason? I don't apologize for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you sorry. For what? If I didn't do shit?
Yeah.
Obviously you did something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was like, don't come after me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, look at, what's his name? Kevin Spacey?
Yeah.
Had to leave that show, and that show was fire.
Yeah.
And they made him leave the show, guy.
Yeah.
And like a whole bunch of other people. But you know who got the most of that? It was that Harvey guy and Cosby.
Yeah.
They're the ones who took it for the team, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then on top of taking it for the team, you get Cosby now overturned.
Yeah.
Because they're like, the witnesses were cohorted to say what they're saying.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like, what, 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Dude, you can arrest me for something I did 30 years ago, because I probably did it.
Yeah.
But I'm not that person now, guy. So it's like, how can you come 30 years ago and say, you know, you did this? Like, yeah, I fucking did it.
Yeah.
I was a young and dumb at that time. You
Yeah.
know? I'm a lot older, a lot smarter.
Yeah.
And now you want to charge me for something?
Yeah.
It's like, I get it. Most people say you're trying to get away with something. It's like, no, but there's got to be a time frame in which they can come at you with stuff.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's overdue. Like, you're not that person no
Like
more.
the statute of limitation or something like that. Statute of whatever.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
That thing. This statute of whatever.
But Puffy is still doing it.
Yes.
So, that'll work for him.
Yeah.
You know? Sorry for you, bro. But you're going down with the ship.
No.
Going down with the ship.
Marco is quite pissed off at both of us.
Why?
I don't know. Just for talking about it.
Hey.
Talking about things that we don't know about, apparently.
And what do you know about it?
Yeah.
What does anybody know if you're not the prosecutor?
Yeah.
Everything is hearsay.
Yeah.
Like, you go on and I try to find news on the Diddy case.
Yeah.
There isn't any news. You got to go on social media.
Yeah.
And that shit is like 50% fake.
Yeah. It could be even more percent fake.
Yeah. You know how many times?
We haven't. All we're given is our little opinion, bro. People
Yeah.
are allowed to have opinions. Marco doesn't like our opinion.
No, it's okay.
But people are allowed to have opinions, and people are allowed to talk about whatever the fuck they want to talk about.
You know how many times I've heard something on TikTok or Instagram and then I go type it in and Google's like, that's a fake story.
Yeah.
It's just something that's going around on TikTok or Instagram. And I'm like, okay. And then you try to find like news sources for certain things and there's nothing. I was like, well, how do these people know this shit? There you go. Fake news.
Yep.
So, like I said,
fake news.
until he is charged,
Yeah.
and there's a lawyer that comes out and says, Diddy's getting charged with this, and this, it's like everything is hearsay.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a story. Who doesn't know Puffy in Hollywood or wherever? This guy's been everywhere, rubbing elbows with presidents, CEOs, princes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? This guy's the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
So it's
Everybody knows him.
It's kind of hard for you to be not associated with Puffy.
Yeah.
This guy's in fashion. He's in music. He's in movies.
Liquor.
He's in movies.
Yeah.
Like, yo, get him to the Greek. Yo, he did a wicked acting in that.
Yeah.
The furry rug. and then he's chasing them. He gets hit by a car. And then they stop to be, are you okay? And he gets up. He's like, why are you seeing if I'm okay? Get going.
Yeah.
Yo, awesome.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you know, what goes around comes around. You know, my mom said all the time.
That's all we're saying. That's all.
Do unto others as you want them.
I like this. Jay went on a. Yo, you went on like a fucking 20-minute rant there, bro.
Do unto others.
Yeah.
Like you would like to do to you. So
yeah,
if you're gonna treat people like shit, they're gonna treat you like shit.
Yeah.
What goes around comes around. So if you're fucking people over, then you're gonna get fucked over
eventually.
Eventually.
You can't just do it forever.
I mean, it took 25, 30 years for Buffy.
Yeah.
But you know.
But he also
can't stop, won't stop.
Allegedly, he also shut everybody down who was gonna try and do that to him, right? Allegedly.
There you go. So whatever.
Yeah, just saying. Yeah. Sometimes your time at the top never lasts forever, bro. You ever watch Scarface? You know,
like everybody, guys.
Everybody.
I don't want to be at the top.
Nobody stays at the top forever.
I don't want to be at the top.
No, bro.
I want to be somewhere close.
Somewhere in the middle.
You know what I mean?
Middle top? Like somewhere
Yeah,
middle top?
there you go.
Yeah.
You know, 2-3 steps away
Turn
from
informant real quick and then...
No.
and then live a good life.
No. You see, if you're not at the top...
They turn your name Cletus and put you in like a fucking...
Cletus!
In a like, what do you call it? Witness protection down in a fucking Alabama or something. You know?
No, you see, if you're near the top, then you're never going to be the guy who gets forced to go up to the top. And that's where I want to be. You know? Third or fourth.
Yeah.
You know, so I can watch the person on top.
Yeah.
crumble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crumble. You know, meanwhile, I'm just like, hey. Not me.
We got to shut the segment down. Jay went on like a solid 20-minute rant there.
Yeah, well.
It was good, though. That's just going to make a good piece by itself, bro.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. But me just like...
So with
It was
that...
good.
So with that, Elude.
Yep, we're going to shut this segment down.
We rock, 'cause ain't a limit. My aim is winning, got Asian women that'll change my linen. I dive and blaze to hit 'em. What? I just wanna rock with you and take it straight to the top with you and do what I got to do. If it's possible, 'cause
Tell 'em, Puffy.
I got an agenda, got on an ninja.
All right.
Where's our friend now? Huh? Where are you now?
I don't think he likes us. He left. No, whatever.
So let me
But we're going to shut this segment down. And we're going to be back after a word from our sponsor.
It's Diddy.
All right. We'll catch you guys in 2 minutes.
Yes. Baby. You know, we just go with the flow.
We're going with the flow. And right now, we're doing a quick promo for, I guess, we did the last one for Big Things, BIGTINGZ.com. Go check it out. This one will be for social media.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You ready? Social media.
The D, the I. Oh, sorry. Wrong thing. Social media. So,
JAYANDDAVE and the number's 22. All one word. For all kinds of stuff. We have X or Twitter or whatever the fuck they call it. We have
X.
what else do we have?
Instagram.
TikTok.
Facebook.
Go JAYANDDAVE 22 for I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. And the good thing is there's different things on every one, so go add them all.
All of them.
Do it and then share everything you see.
Like we share Xavier's mama. Share.
JAYANDDAVE 22.
Sharing is caring.
Because sharing is caring.
Not caring. Caring.
So Branson passed me a job, 'cause these cats done went too far. The one phone call sent 2 calls, and I still get searched by security guards.
Welcome back
Guess that's what I have to do. Get the game international.
to segment 2 of the Jay and Dave Show. See, they added extra like DI on it and to make all the letters.
The I, the D, the D, the Y, the D, the I, the D. It's Diddy.
See, they just keep on spelling it until they ran out of things. Because that says Diddy did. Huh?
Yes.
Diddy did. The song actually says Diddy did.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Narratives.
I don't care, guy. I love that song, guy. I love it.
It's a good tune.
Yo, okay. Puffy makes some great jams. Like,
Yeah, bro.
it's like R. Kelly.
Yeah.
He made the greatest fucking music.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
You know, because he came out with R&B where he swore in it and stuff. He just said normal things, but sang it. You know what I mean?
You know, R. Kelly, he was what I like to call the sing rappers.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's rapping,
Yeah,
but he's singing.
but he's singing. That's what I mean. He sang like lyrics where he would just, like, I'm fucking you tonight. Nobody made love songs that was like, I'm fucking you tonight. You know what I mean? Like,
But, Brethren, when you had a ting at your house back in the day, and you put on that "I'm fucking you tonight," the reaction that you get
Mm-hmm.
lets you know whether or not you're fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's straight up.
I mean, it worked. It worked
Yeah, I did.
back in them days.
I mean,
In them like teenager, early 20s
yeah, there.
transition days. When people still played like a
Listen.
mixtape when somebody came over, you clap
Yeah,
and the fucking your CD player came on or some shit. If you're cool enough to have the clapper, I didn't have that. I had to go push play. But the
yeah, I didn't have a clapper.
yeah, you just play some nice like you have a CD to like fuck to basically. Play some music, have some girls over at the house, or a girl, and then you just at a certain point
You put on
that
that.
goes on, and you know what's happening after that.
Of course, yeah.
There was no Netflix and chill. It was come over and chill, and I'm gonna play some R. Kelly
Or Jodeci.
or Jodeci, fucking Boys to Men, or like all like anyone that like you could just keep on rhyming
Key
off.
Sweat,
Yeah,
Tank.
all the what's that dude? There was a dude. There was this. Oh fuck, I don't even remember his name. It's just this big, strong, light skinned dude that sang tunes too. Like
Jaheim.
was it Jaheim? That might be him.
I'm just
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just naming people.
I don't know. I can't. This guy. That, he ran some tunes, or you play some Tony Braxton, or Janet Jackson. Like the Tony Braxton made good songs to fucking
Yes, she did.
to fuck to, because half of her songs are about fucking, and coming from a girl singing it too. Like there was a ton of songs
Yes.
that girls sang that were like fucking songs too.
Yes.
Then there were the songs from the 70s that when you listen to, like, remember the Kings of Comedy? When fucking, what's his name?
I mean, if you're talking 70s,
Mr. Potato Head there.
who Cedric?
No.
Uh,
The guy who wears all the suits all the time. He has a show now. Steve Harvey. Remember there's a segment that he did where he played like 5 or something like slow jams from like the 60s, 70s. I think they're 70s songs. And he's like, nobody sings about love anymore.
Well,
He played
if you're
that.
talking old jams,
Yeah.
it's like Luther.
Oh yeah. Well, see, all that isn't
Luther.
all that isn't what I'm talking about.
Aretha Franklin.
Mhm.
I mean,
Even what's his name? I don't know. I can't remember anybody's name, but it was a kid. What's his name? He was a kid singer, and he was on Fresh Prince, and Ashley loved him. Little T, they called him on
this guy.
Yeah, he sang a song.
Oh, let
He
me.
sang like 2 songs.
There was.
Can we talk for a minute?
Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name.
That song.
Tevin Campbell.
Tevin Campbell. That's it.
Tevin Campbell.
There he is. Yeah.
Or remember Mario?
Yeah, Mario. Yeah.
I mean, when I think about young singers, it's like Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, so I watched this thing.
Neo.
Chris Brown was talking about not writing his own songs, right?
Right.
But what he said is, when I sing a song, it's not going to sound like me.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave an example. So Usher had a song.
Yeah.
Usher, the song is fire because Usher could sing.
Yeah.
Okay? But when Chris
for
Brown
lights.
sung the song,
Yeah.
it was like, I understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
It's like, nobody sounds like me.
Yeah.
And it was like, Chris Brown's version was fire.
Yeah.
Usher's version was fire. But they were 2 different versions.
Mhm.
Same song.
Yeah.
So, like, I get where, as artists, if I sing your song, I'm going to sing it awesome
Yeah.
my way.
Your way. Yeah. And put your own flavor to it.
Yeah.
And what makes it good.
Yes.
And Chris Brown always had that touch of a bad boy flavor to him and stuff like
Yes.
that. So that came across in the songs where it's like, it wasn't like I don't know, the time when we were like in the 20s and stuff like that. I guess we play love songs and stuff too, but those songs were more like those love songs are like making love music,
Right.
but then there were like fucking songs, you know what I mean? And then there like, and everybody knows what I'm talking like just what I just said. Tony Braxton made fucking songs,
Yes.
songs to fuck too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like R. Kelly, Chris Brown, like all these
Yes.
all these artists made songs where you're just like,
But
you know, a little,
me,
a little bit of a rhythm to it. And
Chris Brown is like the only one that's still doing it, like at that level.
yeah,
Like everybody else, they're doing their old stuff.
yeah,
Chris Brown, he does his old stuff, but he still comes out with new music. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't make much like R&B anymore. Like you don't hear R&B at all.
Well,
like,
music is
anymore.
different. It's not categorized.
Yeah,
Everything's the same. Like, how can you be a singer and a rapper?
mm-hmm.
Where most of the music genres, it's like
yeah.
you have singers who are rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And whereas back then, if you sang R&B, you sang R&B. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You weren't like considered a rapper.
Yo, Andrew said Bruce Springsteen wrote Blinded by the Light, which became a huge hit for, who do you write? Manfred Mann? I'm not sure. I don't even know who Manfred Mann is. And then Poke fans like Avril Lavigne wrote a song called Breakaway and gave it to Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Dolly Parton wrote I Will Always Love You, and Whitney became the big hit for Whitney Houston.
There you go.
People are throwing a bunch of stuff on there. Yeah.
That's what it
All
is,
that.
man.
Never mind
Sometimes-
Whitney. Never mind we talk about Whitney, the songs that she played. Luther Vandross, like you said.
Yes.
You know, and what's his name? Oh, shit, there was another dude that had like a more of a rough voice.
There is Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat. No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about a little bit of older days, just like Luther Vandross type of days. You know, well, fuck. I can't remember them. When they come to me, maybe we'll just do a quick segment one time when I can actually Google it all and talk
Or
about
maybe next time we record, we do old school
them. Old school R&B.
R&B.
R&B thing.
But you know, okay, that's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna put a twist to it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do old school R&B artists, but we're gonna do white artists
Yeah.
that the song black people love.
Okay.
Because there's a bunch of songs that like are sung by white people
Yeah.
and black people love them,
Love them. All right. That's a good little category to
you know?
put down. Yeah.
So
I like that one.
let's do that.
Yeah. Brian McKnight, somebody wrote.
Oh
Who's the
yeah.
Legends, Baby Making Music.
Yes, okay, Brian McKnight.
Yo,
Yes.
right away when you said white people to think Elvis. Everybody, there's two different people who put Elvis.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All those. Yo, save it. We're gonna save that segment for a time coming up.
Oh yes.
But right now, we should bust into Show
Show
and
and
Tell. Look, he was ready.
Yeah.
I
See,
look-
if I sing at the same time, then I don't hear you.
Then you don't hear me. You just hear
I
yourself.
hear myself.
Yeah. We're gonna go right into our Show and Tell segment. And I'm just gonna pop off the last two things that I got from Fan Expo way back in the day. It almost seems like a long time ago now.
I know.
There's so much things happened between then, and so much episodes have happened between
Yeah,
then.
so much stuff.
But there was a time that this was widely out in all the stores, and then I don't know, a couple of toy guys on YouTube came out and talked about how good the toy was, and as soon as they mentioned it on their thing, if anybody follows any collectors, as soon as they mention stuff, it's gone, you know. And then I had bought Mojo already, so I was looking for this girl. Her name's Spiral. I was looking for her because she's always with Mojo.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find it anywhere. And this year at Fan Expo, she was just sitting there on the shelf.
Nice.
Jay already had. Do you have this, Jay, or no?
No, I don't.
Oh, she was just sitting there on the shelf, and I wanted her to go along with the Mojo, and I have Long Shot already.
That's what I was
So
going to say.
Long Shot, Mojo, and this one to me.
All go together.
Nice.
You know? Yes, Poke Fam, we did go this year. We went for 2 days this year. We filmed a lot of stuff. Yo, go check the YouTube, and you'll see the full Fan Expo episode there. It's really good. It's a really
Episode-
popular episode right now.
63.
Yeah, it's a really popular episode. Like a lot of
Hits on that episode. So there's that one, and then this was like sort of a nostalgia buy, but I'm a big Star Wars guy anyway, and I have an Obi-Wan Kenobi already. But when I saw this, like all the Obi-Wan Kenobis I have is the new guy that plays him. I can't remember his name, but this is him right here. This guy who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi nowadays. But from the original Star Wars movies, there was this old guy
Yeah.
who played Obi-Wan Kenobi, and here's the version of him from the original Star Wars days
Nice.
with things. So I saw that old school Obi-Wan Kenobi. He wasn't alive for very long in the show because that scene at the back where Vader basically kills him.
and I had to grab it. The old school Obi-Wan Kenobi, that actor right there, this actor guy who plays him, the original Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice.
So I had to grab him, and that's the thing. Is that his name? Alex Guinness? So that's, yeah. I'm assuming that you're typing, yeah, Alec Guinness.
The original Obi-Wan Kenobi guy. So I had to buy it because it's in his likeness, and I don't have one of those for the collection.
Yeah.
I have the new school Obi-Wan Kenobi, but now I got the old school one to go with.
Nice.
To go with the rest of them.
Nice.
And that's my quick show and tell for this week. I know Jay came with a bag of shit.
Well,
As usual. Jay comes with so much shit.
No, I just got a few things.
Thank you guys for the likes, though. Those likes keep us up in the rotation, man. Yo, my guy Rambo's on.
Yes, Rambo. What up?
Rambo, we haven't seen you in a while, bro. Good to see you, man. I hope everything is good.
So, I have a few buys that were right before Fan Expo, so I included. So we got this dude from the Black Panthers here.
Yeah, those back in the day have more details, you said? Oh, this guy. Yeah. He's funny in the movies, too, man.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, his character is really fun. What's his name? Ross?
Yes.
Like, yeah, he plays a good role in the movies.
What's the most paid for collectible toy I have? I have stuff that I paid quite a bit for.
Maybe you're...
But not the replicas up there?
No, I was going to say...
Galactus?
Galactus.
Not Galactus.
You didn't pay a lot for Galactus?
No, is that his name? Galactus?
Yeah.
Yeah, Galactus. Galactus is probably the most expensive thing that I bought. I have a big Galactus. It's up on the shelf up there. You can't quite see it.
No.
But that's probably the most expensive thing that I paid for. Go on, Jay. What else you got?
So we got a what if here, and it's Gamora wearing her dad's suit with his big sword thing. I just got
That's
this.
a good one. It's just
because I thought it was cool, and I don't have a lot of Gamoras.
I don't even think I have
So
a proper Gamora. I have just a small version of a Gamora. That's the only Gamora that I have. This is a good one, guy.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere in around... it's a little bit less than $200. Everything that I spent in here is... I don't think I spent anything over $200 on any of the stuff I have.
Yeah.
I'm hoping one day they'll be worth more.
They will be, I swear.
Yeah.
It's like the Green Lantern. Remember I told you I was looking for Green Lantern?
Yeah.
And everywhere I looked, $700.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this just came out a couple years ago. Why is it so expensive? But
Yeah.
when you think about Green Lantern,
Yeah.
you don't see a lot of them.
Yeah.
And this was
the old school Green Lantern too.
This
right?
was
What's
like
his name?
Hal Jordan? Or?
Yeah, Hal something. Yeah. That old school Green Lantern isn't very
There's not a lot of them.
around now because there's so many other Green Lanterns.
That's what I'm saying. If you have that one.
Yeah. If you have the Hal, remember I pointed it out to you a couple fan expos ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jay, look, here's a Green Lantern Hal Jordan one. I think you bought it.
I did buy it.
Yeah.
But that's not the one that's expensive.
No.
But you
The
know
one
what?
like that in like those boxes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're impossible
Like
to
the
find.
McFarlane version.
Yeah, they're so impossible to find.
Yeah.
So we got Bucky Barnes as Captain America.
We're recording a show right now. We have a
Okay.
YouTube show. Same handle as up here. JAYANDDAVE 22.
This is a pretty cool one.
Go subscribe to our YouTube channel.
To see all the shows and see who we're actually talking to. We just go live while we're doing this. Yo, I have the big one, the big version of this, the select version.
Oh, yeah?
Bucky Barnes in the Captain America thing. Remember he came with a gun and everything?
Yeah.
I think he comes with it too. He comes with the gun.
Yeah.
So I have the Bucky Barnes in the full Captain
Nice.
America thing. Yeah. Yeah, yo, we have a lot of fucking of the McFarlane version Rambo.
And finally, we got my Punisher.
Oh, yeah. This is the Marvel Select that I was just talking about that I have the Bucky.
Yes. And I like this because, like, he's putting this guy through, like, a pinball machine or something there, you know?
yeah. You
And it's got a
slam him
nice
into
little...
a pinball machine.
It's got a nice little... If you see there, the core.
Yeah. The Punisher is like a fucking great character in Marvel.
He's,
bro.
like, one of my favorite
Yeah.
characters.
This is a good version. What's his name? Frank something?
Yes.
That's a good version of it. There's the guy like when you if you used to put the pinball machine, it would look like that. Like you toss the guy into the fucking pinball machine.
Great.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. The select thing make really good fucking characters, man.
And that's wicked because it's almost like two characters.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's so the guy in the pinball machine is just as big as Punisher.
Yeah. Toss them right into the fucking thing.
Trust me.
And so that part of the show and tell is done. And this part I want to go into because I talked about it last show, which I told you guys, and I told you that I saw it in a store. I saw the Vince Carter rookie card.
Yes.
In a store. Yeah. You know? And then that evening that I was talking to you guys about it, I talked on the show, I took my daughter to get her hair did. And the place where she does her hair is right across from the store that I'm talking about.
Oh, really?
So while I'm sitting...
No brainer.
Yeah, while I'm sitting in the store... While I'm sitting in the salon with her, she started to get her hair done and all that stuff. And there's not much for me to do. It's just sit around and wait.
Right.
You know, some of the people are like, go get a coffee, do whatever, you know. But whatever. I was sitting around because I didn't thing. And then I thought, fuck, I could see the store. I go, let me look up what the comparable prices are for this Vince Carter rookie card. And it's a Gem Mint 9 that I was looking at. And I couldn't find it anywhere. You know, there may be some places that it's a little bit cheaper, but for them... Generally, the most part I saw it for is about $600.
Right.
You know? And I walked over. I thought, she's good. She's getting her hair cut. I walked over to the store to see how much they were selling this for. And they were selling it for $120. So, I had to.
Yeah.
I'm buying that.
At that point.
Yeah, because, like, at the very minimum, I could flip it right back for $600, which most people are selling it for. So, this is the Vince Carter rookie card that I had to grab for $120, which I thought was a great price. And then since I grabbed this card, I knew this was happening anyway. He was going into the Hall of Fame, and his number was being retired by the Toronto Raptors. So I think the day after I grabbed the card, they retired his jersey.
Yeah.
And then just like maybe 4 or 5 days ago,
he
went in the Hall of Fame.
He went into the Hall of Fame, and so bang, I got a PSA 9 Vince Carter rookie card.
Nice.
For about $120. You know, and I don't know, maybe I'm pretty sure you could probably find it for cheaper. But for the most part, everywhere I was looking, I found this exact card, Gem Mint 9, for about $600. You probably are going to be able to get it a little bit cheaper. The thing is,
where I bought this was not from a card store.
Well,
it's from a different type of collectible store, and they only had like 4 cards. Yeah. Literally 4 basketball cards. They had a few Pokemon cards too, but I'm not 100% sure that they knew the value of it, or I'm not sure they paid attention so much to the cards that were just in this display case, because their whole thing was they sell pops,
right,
and the big anime figures. Yeah. I think that's their thing, and they just happen to have a couple of these cards in their display case.
So you don't know how long that card was there, and maybe when they put it out, it was only worth $100.
Mm-hmm.
But now, because like you said, his number is getting retired.
Yeah,
he's in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
So the other people who were selling the card probably know that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, well, let's up the price.
So real quick,
let's have this discussion very quick before you show your cards. Somebody here, I can't say his name, said, do you think VC deserves his jersey retired by Toronto, considering the way he left Toronto?
Real quick, since I just showed Vince Carter, let's have this discussion real quick, because we're good at discussing things quickly.
Yes. Because ask yourself this question.
Yeah.
What other teams did he play on?
I only know the Nets.
No, he played on Phoenix.
Yeah.
He played on Grizzlies, Atlanta.
He played on like 10 other teams.
Yeah. Do you know them?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I only know the Nets because that's initially where he was traded to with Jay Kidd.
Right.
When he went there, and he had like a good run with them.
Yeah. There's only 2 teams.
And all I know is every time he played the Raptors, he went off for 40. He dropped 40.
Well, it's a home game for him.
He gave us a fucking 40 piece every time he came back here.
Yeah. So my beliefs on that is, everybody knows him as a
Air,
Toronto
Air Canada,
Toronto Raptor.
Vinsanity, and
Yes.
Half Man, Half Amazing,
It's
and that dunk contest,
yes.
all in a Raptor uniform.
So,
I think he does deserve to have his number retired as a Raptor because he made his most impact here, and he put Toronto Raptors on the map.
yes.
There's people like Kevin Durant who talk about my favorite team growing up was Toronto, because Vince Carter. Like maybe it's not he said his favorite team. He's like, I grew up watching Toronto Raptors because I was watching Vince Carter. It might not have been his favorite team, but I think he alluded to that's who he watched. Like Vince Carter put Toronto on the map. Nothing that was happening before him put Toronto on the map. When he left, we faded away again. Like he was such a huge game changer in the league, and he did it all in Toronto. And I think he's right up there with one of the greatest Raptors ever to play. You could argue Kyle Lowry should go up into Raptors first, but Kyle Lowry's still playing.
Right.
Vince Carter is retired and now in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So
No brainer.
this is a good time to do it.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's just like I was saying earlier. When he left Toronto, and now is like over 20 years ago?
Yeah, it's got to be something like that. Yeah, maybe not 20, but almost.
Let's say 15.
Yeah.
Are you gonna judge someone for what they did 15 years ago? I mean,
We just talked about that in the other segment.
yeah, he came back. He's very gracious and humble about Toronto, and he mentioned in his speech when he's like, I'm gonna retire
Yeah. No, I'm going into the Hall of
of
Fame
fame as a Raptor.
Yeah.
And it's like, I agree.
Yeah. That's
know?
where he did, I would say, the most damage. Like, that's where he did his best years. Like, he had really good years with the Nets,
But that was Toronto.
but Toronto's where he did the most. Like, where his stardom flew. Where people, like, thought, like, he was the next one.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, people say he could have been the next one. I just posted on our stories recently, on our Instagram stories, a little side-by-side thing of, like, moves that Jordan did.
Oh, I seen that.
And moves that Vince
Yeah, I
did.
seen that, I seen
You know what I
that.
mean? Like,
Yes.
like a lot of the things they did were so similar, man. And Vince had the shot too.
Yeah.
Vince had like a 3-point shot and a
Yes.
mid-range post-up game and stuff. And the handles, bro. The
Yes.
handles Vince had. Like, I'm not sure what happened to him. Maybe injuries, or maybe just not that actual killer. If he had like the Jordan and Kobe killer in him, I think
It'd be a wrap.
it would have been a different thing. I
Yes.
think there would have been a different thing. Even maybe when he went to the Nets, if you got the killer in him,
Yes. He didn't have the killer instinct.
yeah,
But I say this all the time. When it comes to actual natural talent, of somebody who plays the game at a high level, who's never
Andrew.
won a championship,
yeah,
he's the best player.
yeah,
Like, who's better than him? Like, hands down, and I don't know if people can argue,
maybe Charles Barkley
he was the best dunker ever.
or the best dunker. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some of the dunks that he put down in games were just
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah,
He was cocking it back and dunking on people from the top of the key.
Yeah, his in-game dunks are fucking nasty.
Crazy.
Remember that?
The reversals he was doing on people.
Well, he jumped over the 7-footer in the Olympics,
Yeah, well, there you go.
like clear over him, like jumped over a 7-footer.
Yeah.
Made everybody lose their mind. Kevin Garnett lost his mind. Kevin Garnett was the first one right under the net
Guy who's
when he did it.
many people have dunked over people,
Yeah,
but not like he cleared him.
yeah,
Like his shorts barely brushed this guy's forehead.
yeah.
And all this guy did was he did this. He put his
Yeah.
head down.
So he might have gone from 7 foot to 6'11". He might have lost like an inch or two just by doing that. But
and my
basically-
man cleared him with no touching.
Yeah.
His shorts just over
Yeah.
top, grazed over his head.
Rubbed his nuts on his forehead. I don't know
Yeah.
what I just rubbed the nuts.
You got it. You got these.
Yeah,
These nuts.
Yeah,
You know,
you know,
you got some cashews.
yeah.
But yeah, man.
Shoes, bro. But yeah, Vince is probably one of the best in-game dunkers ever.
Talent,
Yeah.
no drive.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah,
If he was a little bit more killer instinct, if you give him half a Kobe, Just have.
See, one of the knocks about him way back in the day where it was he was such a mama's boy. They labeled him as soft because he's such a mama's boy. His mom was at every game.
Yeah.
And whatever. His mom was always there. And hey, nothing wrong with loving your moms and having her around and all that stuff. But then there would be like criticisms about it and stuff like that. And his mom would come out and say something. And, you know, like those things are like, all right, come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's all part of everything. You know, you can't have your mom coming out and defending you. That was, I remember one of the criticisms back in the day for having his mom talk shit for him. You know what I mean? Instead of just, I don't know, just coming out and dropping game on people, which he did. He still came out and dropped game on people, but maybe they could have done without the mom's comments, and that narrative might not have been spun back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah, you know, shit happens, and that's how Rambo's like, can't stop, won't stop. But
all right,
you got to go check this show later when it comes out, because we just did a whole segment on Diddy.
Yes, we did.
This is like the second show in a row we did a whole segment.
Oh, yes.
Anyhow, Jay, let's see your cards real quick before we...
All right, well, I mean, I just have a couple of my favorite. I got a Reggie Miller here.
Yes, my guy. That's my favorite, one of my favorite dudes growing up. Is it a rookie or just a Reggie?
Just a Reggie.
Nice. It doesn't matter, man. Reggie was one of my dudes, guy. I love.
We're talking about dunkers. I got a Dominique.
Yeah. Again, another one of the greatest in-game dunkers.
Oh my God, this guy would, you know, him. To me, like when you see him coming down the key, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna dunk on you.
Yeah.
I got my boy David Robinson, his All-Star card.
The Admiral.
The Admiral. Like this guy.
That's a good card. Like the All-Star. Is it from this pack? Like this year's pack?
This is from 91.
Yes, that's a good one, man.
And this guy, he was the first guy to come in like a bodybuilder. I mean, I guess I say the first guy. Karl Malone was kind of tick too.
But they were at the same time.
So,
Admiral was a little bit just before
Karl
Malone.
So, I mean, but he was the first guy to come in there like, yo, is this guy a bodybuilder? Look at his shoulders on this guy.
That guy. He had those
and
delts, those fucking shoulders. That were
so one year, him and Shaq were going for the scoring title.
Yeah.
And this guy scored 70 points.
Yeah.
And beat Shaq by like point something.
Yeah. He scored 70, yeah.
And then my last card I'm showing is the Scottie Pippen Air Raid card. I just like this card, guys. And I have the shoes.
Scotty!
So, you know.
Scotty!
Air Raids.
Scotty! Yo, that's a nice card, man. Look at that.
Yeah,
all these little inserts, man. You never know, there's old school back in the day inserts. Look at that.
Air Raid.
Air Raid, buddy.
I got the shoes, guy.
That's funny because it looks like the tower from New York with
that fell down?
Yeah.
The Twin Towers?
Doesn't it look like it?
It could be, guy. I mean,
yeah, Poke Fam's like, yo, you got to get them all graded. One day, guy. One day.
Oh yeah.
I think my first grading is gonna be at a card show. I'll go to a card show where they grade them overnight. You pay I think you pay pretty good to pay. I think it's like $70.
Yeah.
To like grade a card, like to have it overnight graded.
Right.
But you drop it off on like a Saturday when you're there chilling, and you come back on the Sunday, and it's all done. And so it's good to like maybe give like 3 or 4 cards and just pay.
Yeah.
Just so I can get that initial sort of thing, get that and create the account.
Right.
Excuse me. With them and stuff, but
I mean, me on grading, I'm got mixed feelings.
Yeah.
If it's really worth that much, you go get it graded.
Yeah, somebody will buy it.
I'll sell it to you.
Yeah.
I mean,
the thing is, your selling price is so much lower when it's not graded. That's the thing. You know? Like
I'm okay with that.
Like a Wemby card that I have now is like $70 ungraded.
Right.
But if I grade it for like $25 and spend the $25 to grade it, which we're now at like $95,
right,
the card is immediately worth about $250.
My feelings about grading are, I've heard that there's some fraud out there where, you know, people will take your cards and give you back a fake card. But because it's in that plastic, you're never going to know.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to open it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's why
I have trust issues.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
That's the thing. Grading, I have trust issues too. That's why I've not sent anything out to get graded. But there's a guy that I know so I know him and his friend. His business is dealing in cards.
Right.
And this is what he does. But he's not like, he doesn't grade them. He handles everything for you and sends it to be graded.
Right.
And has them come back from PSA and then gives it to you. And then my buddy is like, yo, this is what he does. He doesn't thief. He doesn't do anything like that.
Okay.
He's not uber rich or anything. He just makes a living doing this, and he loves cards.
Well,
so he doesn't thief. He's not like some guy who's like hiddenly like showing up in a Lambo.
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, where's he getting his money from, really? You know what I mean? Like thieving cards and selling them.
Yeah.
So, like, but the thing is, you can just send it off to PSA on your own. You send them through the mail.
Right.
You create the account. You put the cards that you're sending. You thing it up. You package it up into rubber, the bubble wrap.
Yeah.
And you send them off. And then they come back in the boxes, the PSA boxes.
Yeah.
They're just like brown boxes. They don't look like anything. But when you open them up, they're your PSA cards because they're all...
I guess what my problem is that I need to do it with somebody who does it all the time.
Dice.
Because I don't do it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to send it to the wrong person.
Yeah, you don't want to you don't want to send away your valuable cards
To somebody I don't know.
Yeah, but that's why you send it to like PSA or the other one. What's the other one that has like the black label on top?
I don't know.
There's only two.
I just know PSA.
Yeah, so if you send it away, you got to send it to. But they have sales and stuff all the time. I was watching PSA, and like their cards are like $25 to grade per card usually. About that's like the standard price. But every once in a while, they're like, if you send us at least 10, we'll make it $12 per card.
Okay.
So I think you got to kind of watch it, and you go to the PSA website. You have to sign up. You have to do this, and I think they send you like a shipping code or something. I don't know.
Right.
And then you put it on, and then you send your stuff away. You know, I don't think it's. I think they cover the shipping. I think.
Right.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know you. Oh. I know before you send your cards, you don't just put them in the mail. I think you have to sign up, and they know what's coming, and they send a code. And even if the code is just that you've registered these cards are coming.
Right.
And then when they receive it, they can confirm that the cards arrived. And then they send you something else to say confirming that it's coming out.
Right.
And then you can confirm that the cards have arrived. Something like that. I'm not, again, all that is speculation because I have no idea. I've never done it.
Right.
But I know you have to register with PSA to send it.
Right.
You know, PokeFam might be able to tell us more about it. You know what I mean? Because he's a big.
I'm just saying, for me, I feel very leeryous because, you know, if I got it, like I said, I got a Michael Jordan card, and I see graded that it's selling for $20,000.
Yeah.
Do I want to give it to these guys, and then it comes back, and I'm like, is that my card?
Yeah.
You know
but
what I mean?
if it comes back in a PSA graded card, nobody else will know either. But it's PSA graded, so you can sell it for the $20,000.
Yeah, and then that guy
and then
the guy opens it and finds out it's fake.
But that's not you. You sell it with all the paperwork that came from PSA too.
Then he comes after me. Yo,
you sent it to
want
PSA.
my $20,000 back?
No,
and I'd be like,
I don't know if that happens.
I spent it.
Yeah, but I don't know if that happens. Have you heard stories like that?
I've already bought cards.
Yeah, but I haven't heard stories like that. Really,
of a people.
I've heard speculation of people speculative about it, but I haven't heard stuff where you send to PSA. Get your card back.
No.
You know,
I'm not talking PSA. I'm just saying that people have sent their cards to get graded, and then shit happens.
like the border agents or something.
You know what I mean?
Is that what you mean? Like
I don't know who tees it, but it just
never comes back.
It's not theirs, or the card gets switched out, or whatnot.
Yeah, see, I've not ever heard about the card getting switched out.
But you know,
that's the thing. I don't know. I've never heard about the card being switched out. I can understand if you send away 10 valuable cards, and then they just never come back. And PSA said, we sent them. We graded them and we sent them.
Yeah.
But you're like, yo, got stopped at the border or something. Because PSA, we're in Canada. And to send our stuff to PSA,
it's in the States.
It's in the States.
Yeah.
So they got to cross the border. They got to go through customs and all kinds of shit, right?
I can't see customs stealing your cards.
I don't. Yeah, see, but that's the only.
What I mean? Because if you're tracking your package and it's like it went to the border and then it come back
and disappeared. Yeah.
Okay, it's like somebody here has got some sticky fingers.
Yeah, but again, I haven't really heard. PokeFam could probably give. Oh, he's like, yo, you get insurance on them. PokeFam is like, He said the post office is if there's anybody who's stealing them, it's the post office, and he says they're always stealing them. And he says that's why you get insurance. So if you're gonna do it, you got to get insurance on it.
Because if I worked at a post office and I seen a PSA label,
Yeah, I don't think they label it though. I don't think they label it PSA.
But,
it comes in a pretty generic brown box.
but if you know where the mail comes from, let's
Yeah,
say
you know
you're
where it's coming from.
You're
Yeah.
you're the guy who's picking up the mail.
Yeah.
And you know that there's like a place around here
Yeah.
that sends out cards.
Yeah. And that's where I guess
I'm just afraid that I'm gonna lose my stuff. That's all I'm afraid of. So how I feel is, if they say, hey,
like
if
it's
you
not
got-
even the post office; it's the Porch Pirates. Somebody else put. So who's that? Euro type that EROU. And there's more letters, but where's
I think the Porch Pirates are in certain areas.
yeah.
Well,
They're kind of everywhere. I
They
think
are.
they drive around and just look for packages to thief, right?
True.
Yeah. And then if they can kind of scout a place and be like, yo, every 4 or 5 days there's a package at this place.
I know.
Let's just go grab something. And then, because it's really random with them, like they run up the door, grab a box, and run away. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. One day I'm going to get my stuff graded. Oh, Program says the post office labels them as missing. And he put that in quotes. They're just missing. Yeah. That's what's hard about the grading,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
That's what's hard about trying to send some of my valuable cards to be graded. That's why I'm happy I bought Vince already graded at PSA 9.
Yeah. See, I like to buy cards that are already graded.
Yeah.
I am scared. It's, you know what? I'm making up rumors.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah. And you're saying what could happen
Yeah.
without really ever hearing that it does
Well, no,
happen.
I've heard like other people have made comments like, how do you know that your card is your card? Because once it comes back in the package, you're not opening
The
it.
only time I've ever heard that is from Lawrence. I've never heard anybody say, like, how do you know the card is your card? But Lawrence came here and he's like, bro, you're going to send your card away? And I was
Well, I
like,
heard
yeah, I'm going
Lawrence
to
say
send.
it too, but
And Lawrence was like, bro, you might not get your card back. How do you know it's your card? But the thing is, when it comes in a PSA thing like this, how does anybody ever know that it's not the card?
True.
They're going to have to crack the PSA thing, and then they're immediately downgrading what the card is worth, even if it is the card.
Right.
Why would they crack it to thing when it's already in the PSA case?
I know, but then that's my point.
Yeah.
They don't have to give you back your card because you're never going to open it.
Yeah.
So if they get like, this card is ranked as a 7 and yours is a 9.
Yeah.
We'll give you the 7.
Yeah.
You're never going to know. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, PSA themselves switching it up.
Yeah, like I'm saying, they have a 9.
Yeah, but I don't think
And a 7
I don't think they would do that at all. They would crush their whole business
Yeah,
if one case gets out like that. Nobody would use PSA anymore.
true.
They'd be like, how the fuck do we trust them? Their business model is on the trust that they're doing the best thing possible for your card and sending it back to you.
True.
Because even just one case of them switching out a card or doing something nefarious,
Yeah, they're just
their whole business is done, and they're like $1 billion business,
Yeah,
right? Or at least $100 million business.
I still feel better if I went to a card show and gave the card to myself and they said, "Yo, you're gonna get it back tomorrow, graded."
Yeah, but
I feel better, and I don't care if you say, "Hey, you're gonna pay $70."
Yeah.
Fuck it.
but guess what, Jay?
What?
You gave your card to somebody and you walked away for a whole day. How do you know you're getting your card back?
I don't.
So how do you know when you mail it you're not getting it?
I don't, and
Right.
that's why I haven't done it.
Right, me too. Me too.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
whole reason.
Yeah,
why.
he's like, you can do $120 for same day grading at Poke Fantasy.
That's to me. Yes, I walk there, hand you my card, and I come back.
Yeah, Euro. We did. Yeah, a lot of the packs we did buy are from Walmart and from card shows or card shops and stuff like that. Like, yeah, like most of the cards we get are from Walmart or online. I bought boxes.
Or Toys R Us.
I bought boxes from Walmart, but they deliver it.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, a lot of Walmart. Yeah, a lot of Toys R Us. Toys R Us has a lot of cards too, right in the lineup.
Yes.
Usually I pick up the hanger boxes and stuff from in the line and Toys R Us. I'm there for something else, which is usually some sort of collectible back here.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit, look, they got an NBA pack.
Yeah.
$10. All right, I'm buying that.
Yes.
And I grabbed a Wemby out of one of those $10 packs that I just grabbed for no reason.
Yes.
You know? It
Yeah.
was awesome. And I got the pack I showed you guys the other day. I got there were 2 in Walmart. A random, just 2 fucking packs just in there. I've never even seen this pack in Walmart, and these 2 packs were just sitting there. I think somebody had picked up a bunch and they put it somewhere else. With cards. Like towards the lineup. Like there's this like, you go in a lineup and you split into 2, both of the self-checkout. One is like if you have more, one if you have less, you know? And just on the outside of that, sometimes they sell like some hockey cards, or like there's this like Halloween cards that are coming out or whatever. And these 2 packs were just sitting there. Like somebody was like, nah, I'm not buying them. And they got them from the back, but just left them there and walked away.
What Walmart does is Walmart gets like a whole bunch of cards. Mm-hmm. And then they just split it up between all the stores in the area. Mm-hmm. So those random packs could have been just random.
No, but they were in a Halloween box. They were in a box that they weren't meant to be in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were clearly like hanger packs that were probably in the back on the hanger spot.
And someone put them in a box.
Someone was just like, nah, I'm not buying them again. And they just put them in the Halloween box.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, the fuck are these doing in the Halloween box? So I took them. I walked over to the scanner to see how much they were. Mm-hmm. And they were like $11 each. Oh. And there were only 2 there just sitting there. So I'm like, I'm buying that. $22. Why not? And I pulled a Wemby out of it.
Nice.
You know, and I pulled a couple other like decent rookies too.
Yeah.
What's his name? Miller from he's a rookie from the Hornets.
Okay.
Brandon Miller. Where I feel like a lot of people are chasing him right now because I watch all the card stuff. And I know every time they pull a Miller, they're like, yo, oh my God, a Miller. And like they make so much hype about it.
Right.
That I'm like, yo, I think people are chasing these cards. And they could just be making hype about it because they want people to buy more. But they don't make hype for all the other rookies, you know? It's Wemby is the biggest one, obviously. And then Brendan Miller, they make a hype about it. They're like, yo, and they're right away putting it in the thing and everything. So I'm like, hey, I got a bunch of these Millers, and I got a couple of them out of those 2 packs.
Nice.
So I'm like, hey, that's all right. And I got that Vince Carter. Remember the Vince Carter I showed last week?
Yes.
I showed this Vince Carter draft class one.
Yes.
It's a new card with like just an old school twist to it. But I love it because Vince Carter, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he just got inducted Hall of Fame.
Rambo
I feel
saying,
like all his cards are going to be worth money.
Rambo saying Wemby cards are hyped and worth so much. And I think that's Rambo, you're right. I think that's a new thing that's happening, right? It's like what do you call it? Like the in thing right now. Right now, everybody's about Wemby. So this is a good time to probably grade and flip your Wembys right away, right?
Yeah, I remember we were talking about this. Like when I look at these card rippings, I'm seeing a lot of Wembys.
Yeah.
And it's like, how can they all be valuable? The 101s, obviously.
Yeah, the 101s.
But the other cards are just other cards, man.
Yeah. That's why I did.
Because everybody's got them.
Yeah. I haven't sent away any of my Wembys to do whatever because I'm not flipping them right away. I'm the one that's going to hold my cards for a while. And we're going to see what they're worth whenever. But again, the Wembys I think are hot now. It's probably a mistake that I'm not trying to flip them right now. Because I don't think they're going to be as hot later unless this guy goes on to win a couple championships and stuff like that. And that's what I'm banking on. So I'm going to have a few Wemby rookie cards in my collection that hopefully goes on and wins a championship or 2. Maybe get an MVP or 2 somewhere down the line or whatever. He's already rookie of the year.
Yeah.
So let's...
And I watched the preseason and, Chris Paul looks nice, but can he stay healthy?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, he usually doesn't stay healthy.
It's like...
Chris Paul always looks nice. Chris Paul's been nice, bro.
But remember, Chris Paul is the original Lob City. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. And now you got Wemby who can touch the ceiling.
Yeah.
You don't even have to throw a lob. You just have to do this to the ball.
Yeah.
This guy's catching everything and dunking.
Yeah.
So they should be nice.
Chris Paul with DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin.
It was
duttiness, bro.
You see this guy driving and you're like, oh, let me stop this guy. He's just getting your attention. Because our baseline is one of those 2 guys.
Yeah. Yo, like one of the dirtiest dunks was, I don't know if Chris Paul threw it, but somebody threw up to DeAndre Jordan. And he dunked on the guy with his nuts all in his face. The guy fell down and everything. And the camera clips to DeAndre Jordan's face after, and he's like,
You got D's.
he's like, he was just like, he even knew how dirty it was. The bench is flying up. Everybody's
I think
losing
I
their
seen
mind.
that dunk.
Yeah.
Because,
It was off an alley-oop.
yeah, but when he dunked it,
Yeah, he caught it so far
he
back.
caught it so bad, and it dunked it, and the guy was just right there.
Right there in his nuts.
And then he fell.
And fell.
And then, yeah.
And DeAndre Jordan turned around and was like,
Mm-mm.
he did his lips, and he's just like shaking his head.
Yeah.
And everybody else is losing their mind.
Yes.
You know, that's right up there in one of the good in-game dunks.
Yeah. The
all
nasty
time.
face.
Yeah.
The dunk of
We could do some. We could right now, off the top of our head, do some like top 10 to 15 in-game dunks of all time. You know, like we know a couple of them are Vince with the like jumping, catching alley-oops and windmilling it.
There's a Vince
And dunking on Alonzo Mourning and dunking over the 7-foot guy. He might have the top 5.
He has a couple dunks where he dunks on people like right through the key. There's one where he does a reversal, and it's so dirty because it looks like he just flies across the basketball and he just comes on the other side and dunks it. Like,
Yeah.
he's got moves where he'll do the Dr. J, where he comes from behind the backboard and reverses it. Like,
Yeah.
but then
there's like Ant-Man.
I was gonna say,
Ant-Man
you beat me to it. Edwards, guy.
Ant-Man has thrown down some in-game dunks that are so fucking nasty. Him and John Morant.
Stop! Get out of my head, guy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say John Morant.
Yeah.
But then I watched a young Derrick Rose.
Yes. Yo, Derrick Rose.
Oh my God!
You know what? I told you.
And he looks like when he does the cockback.
Yeah.
It looks like he's in air and he's just flying like this.
Yeah, because he's so small too.
I know, and it looks so.
The one he dunked on Gorgon Dragic or whatever. That's an in-game dunk. I told you that. We did a segment on this like fucking 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Or if it wasn't a segment, I talked about it. I definitely talked about when he dunked on Gorgon Dragic.
Yes.
Because fuck Gorgon Dragic because he refused to play for the Raptors.
Yes.
You know, so fuck that guy. And I'm so happy that this thing, like, he lives in infamy because he's the guy who got dunked on by Derrick Rose when Derrick Rose caught a breakaway pass and just took like one dribble, or maybe he was dribbling, I can't remember, but just 2-foot jump, cocked it back, and Gorgon Dragic is just underneath. And just, hey! And when he put it in, he was still going up. Like,
because he
jumped so high.
He dunks like so aggressive. It's like,
hey! Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, to me, it's right up there in one of the best in-game dunks I've ever seen.
Yes.
Because he put it on Dragic's fucking head. Dragic played for Phoenix at the time. What's his name? Played for the Bulls.
Okay.
Like, you got to look up that dunk. Go on and look up that dunk.
One of my favorite dunks of all time is Jordan on Ewing.
Oh.
So
when he turned this way and turned back?
Yeah.
I know
so
that.
Starks was on him.
Yeah.
And he was going baseline, and then Ewing slid over. So then he faked like he was going back. To go back. He took like 2 steps and then turned again and just rose up on Ewing.
Yeah.
He left Starks behind him.
Yeah.
And just side. Oh.
Yeah. And the dunk, when he put that dunk down, he was still going up also. If you look at that dunk in slow-mo, he dunked it and was still moving up.
You know who else had a dirty dunk? And I want to say it was on New York also, was Pippen.
Ewing is on Ewing.
Yes.
He stepped over him.
And
that was a fast break.
And Ewing got all pissed off and he was pushing. Oh.
Because Pippen stood over him for a second.
Yes. Yeah. And then is this
Shaq?
New York again? It's New York again.
Yeah,
too.
it was against New York. Shaq. Against, was it Dudley?
Dudley.
Is it Dudley?
I love that dunk.
He just gave him a little.
But he didn't.
He gave him a little push.
But the thing about it was,
get off me. Yeah.
He hardly touched him. If you look at the picture,
his
momentum was so forward that when he came down and he just
did that.
It wasn't even a push, but because Dudley was
already falling,
that just made him fall over more.
Yeah. I know exactly the dunk. These are the in-game dunks.
I love that dunk.
Yeah. And there's like Ant-Man has a few.
Yeah.
What's his name has a few? John Morant.
Derrick
Rose has at least one.
The John Morant where he almost dunked on Love. Yeah. And Love was like,
Woo! Love came out after that game, and said he nearly ended my career. I would have retired if he got that.
Yeah, because you should see his face.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh my god, I just dodged a bullet."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Yo,
I mean,
it's a little bit after 2 now.
We can't forget about Sean Kemp.
We might have to shut it down.
Rain
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Bro, Sean Kemp had some dirty Peyton to Kemp.
Yes.
Like that might have been the original Lob City. They just never called it Lob City.
He has a dunk where he cocked it and he does
Yeah.
and he just
He put it so far
back
like,
and he cocked it down like this and it's dropped straight down.
yeah.
I'm like, yo. And then we can't forget Dominique.
Dominique got some good in-game ones too.
Yes.
You know, but Dominique's were just power. You know, like they weren't flash like Sean Kemp,
Yes.
or Vince, or Ja, or Ant. Like
Yeah.
Dominique would dunk on you, just pure crowning, just pure power crownings.
Yeah. No one was blocking that.
Yeah,
If you didn't go up with him, just let him go.
And he used to cock that shit back too, like fucking. So you couldn't block it. Next thing you know, you were in the air with him. Boom!
Bam.
It's going down on you. You know, that's like my guy Barkley, 6'4".
Barkley is the one who originated the fucking cockback.
Cockback, yeah.
He's the one who's like, boom.
Yeah.
And it's like that big body. Once you hit it, you were going with.
Yeah. And imagine he was only 6'4".
Yeah,
You know?
but he was
playing power forward,
But
dominating these guys.
But how much did he weigh? Like he was a big boy.
Yeah. He talks about it too. He talked about when he first came in the league, he was, I don't know, like let's say
No, he
like
was
300.
300.
And then what's his name?
Moses Malone.
Moses Malone. Yeah, Moses
Yes.
Malone was like because he's saying to Moses Malone like, I'm not getting playing time, and Moses Malone was like, because you're fat and slow, and he goes, what do you mean? And then Moses Malone was like, which part didn't you understand? The fat or the slow part? You know? And him and Moses worked at it.
Yeah.
And he lost like 25 pounds. He went down to 275. Then he went down to 250.
And 250 was like his weight.
His.
Because I think he said, I think I seen that and he said he lost more weight. And he's like, no. And Moses Malone was like, no. You're good at a 250.
At 250, yeah.
You lost too much weight. So he stayed at 250.
Yeah. And then dominated the fuck out of everybody. You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Owen, you're right. This baseball postseason has been fire, bro. It's been such a good baseball postseason. We talked about it a little bit earlier.
Yankees.
Yeah, he chose the Yankees from time. Like I was hoping for like KC or something.
I know.
I was just hoping for like an underdog.
No.
But you know what? I have to tell you, I'm crazy excited to either see New York Dodgers, like Yankees Dodgers, or Yankees Mets.
No.
Whichever way it works out. I don't want Cleveland in there at all.
Guardian.
This guy wants
Guardian Dodgers.
This guy's all about Cleveland right now.
Guardian.
But yo, a Yankees Dodgers final.
They don't deserve.
I'm gonna watch every game.
Guy, it doesn't matter if it's if it's LA or if it's the Mets.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's gonna make an amazing World Series, bro.
Could you imagine the Subway Series, New York versus New York?
Yeah, it's the best thing baseball could have asked for.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's Yankees have to win, and they're winning. They're winning right now. I don't think Cleveland could hang with them. Like
I feel like LA has what's his name?
Shohei Ohtani.
He's got something to say about that.
Yeah, he's got a little something to say. But Yankees got Judge.
No, I'm saying for that side, it's like he's not gonna let the Mets.
Win. Oh, he's not gonna let the Mets.
He's like, no. They're paying me $700 million.
Yeah.
I'm winning this.
Shit.
And we're going to the World Series.
Yeah, he looks like right now. All signs point towards Shohei says, "Fuck that, I'm going."
Yo,
how do you say "fuck that"? What is he? Japanese? What kind of is he? Chinese or Japanese?
I don't know. Asian.
Yeah. All right. He's one of them, but he's like, nope.
Like you said, like. Right now, he's looking like the best player that's ever played.
I don't know, and I've never seen anything like it.
For me,
I've never seen anything like it.
It's like you gotta prove yourself.
Yeah,
he's proven it.
I don't know yet because
if he keeps doing, even if he doesn't win a World Series, and he keeps doing this every year, he's gonna be the best player ever, guys.
Yeah,
it's just I want to see because a lot of players have a good year and then they fizzle out.
Yeah,
let's see how long he lasts.
Yeah, well, he's had 3 good years so far.
Is he going to be like a Derek Jeter? You know what I mean? Like
just keep on
playing. Or a Cal Ripken? Remember that guy?
Yeah, Cal Ripken played forever too, yeah.
I remember Cal Ripken, and he had gray hair.
Yeah.
And I was a kid.
Yeah, Cal Ripken was known for never missing a game too. Like he played like
Iron Man.
was it like 3,000 games in a row? I don't know. Here's the number right here, but this amount of games in a row he played and never missed a game.
Wow.
Like Cal Ripken was a fucking.
He's got some...
one of my favorite baseball players of all time. I think you said this earlier. We were talking is Nolan Ryan. Like I love that dude. That dude would pitch all the innings. He got in a fight one time and stayed in the game. They didn't throw him out.
Right.
And he stayed in the game and fucking won the game. Struck out everybody else. You know, like he's a...
I'm biased.
Every once in a while, I put Nolan Ryan facts on our stories.
So I'm biased with my favorite players.
Who's that?
Well,
Barry Bonds? Why?
Yes.
Because you look like him?
No.
Because your head is big as him.
Because he hit the most home runs.
Yeah.
I don't care about steroids. But I'm a Ken Griffey Jr. fan.
Mm-hmm. I'm a Ken Griffey fan myself.
My next two...
He's Japanese.
My next two favorite baseball players were only because they were great athletes.
Yeah. Ricky Anderson.
Bo Jackson.
Oh, and Deion Sanders! Yeah.
Double athletes?
Yeah. Them boys. I'm a huge Deion Sanders fan because when I played football, I played safety.
Right.
And Deion was a DB, but Deion was a shutdown DB. I wanted to be a DB, but anyway, not to brag, but I was too good to put on one person. They wanted me roaming. You know how much interceptions I got? The only thing is I never got a touchdown. Yeah. I wanted so bad to do the high step into the thing like Deion.
Yeah.
And the one time that I almost got a touchdown, I was fucking running, killing it down, and at about the 20-yard line, some guy fucking just clipped my foot.
Shoelace tackled this guy.
My heel, bro. He just hit my heel.
Shoelace tackle. That's what it's called. They run out and they just tap
my heel. And so in full stride like this, when you tap your heel, then your heel hits and does all these things. Bro, you should see the film. You should see the film of this, of me trying to make it to the end zone. falling. Trying not to fall, though.
And you're probably like,
dude, and I'm holding the ball out.
Trying to dive?
And I'm 20 yards away from the end zone. And I'm holding the ball out.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Trying to and my feet are just going like this.
Yes.
Yo, and I fell at about the 12-yard line, so for 8 yards.
You doing the...
Yeah. Lucky I didn't fumble it. Holding it.
Doing the Elaine.
Yeah, exactly. Just like... Yo.
Disco.
That was fucking...
Doing the Disco Inferno?
That shit was hilarious, bro. Like, when I watched it, I can't help but dying laughing. My team fucking destroyed me. You think people get razzed on a normal? Play on a football team and do something stupid.
So you're saying you look like Tom Brady's combine when he ran the 100? Did you see?
Yeah. It's the slowest run ever. But man, did he prove everybody else wrong? He said, "Fuck you guys."
You don't got to be the fastest to be the greatest.
To be the greatest,
you just have to be the greatest.
I just looked distrupitous. The thing is, I was the captain of the defense. Everything was like you're a real cool person, like captain of the defense. You run things. You're out there and you're doing all that stuff. But then that film comes out,
and it's like,
nope. Then you're fucked for the rest of the year, bro. Fucked. Like everybody just did it. People would just see me in the hall.
Yeah. You know what? I can't lie to you. That happened to me once.
Yeah.
We were playing. I was playing. It was soccer.
Yeah. And
it was the same thing where I was running down the side, and the ball, someone kicked it, and the goalie saved it, and it came directly to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I got so excited that when I went to go kick it, I toe punted it.
Yeah.
But luckily it went in.
Oh, it went in still, okay.
But I got made fun of the rest of the year because you know when you're trying to line up the ball and kick it? Well, I tried to do that and
but it was moving.
Totally missed.
Yeah.
But because my foot was like this, I toe punted it.
Yeah.
And I got made fun of. They're like, yo, you know you whiffed on... I whiffed on the ball.
Yeah.
I totally kicked way before the ball came.
Yeah, but
it still went in.
But you scored!
And they're like, did you see what you're doing? Because I'm trying to
But I didn't score.
I'm trying to line up my body.
Yeah, I get it. I know the whiff.
And I whiffed, guy.
Yeah.
But luckily it went in.
Mm-hmm.
But when I say I toe punted it, guy.
Yeah.
It was like... the ball went far. And the goalie was a friend of mine. We played at my friend's school.
Yeah.
And he was razzing me the whole time. He's like, "You're not going to score on me," and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then when I scored, he's like, "You can't even brag about that."
Yeah, that's like the ball bouncing off your back, not looking and going in.
Yeah, he's like, "You can't brag
You're
about
like, yo,
that."
I scored on you, bro.
I scored, and he's like, "You can't brag." And I'm like, "I know."
Yeah. but I will.
I did anyway.
Yeah, I'd have bragged the whole time. Fuck you,
Yeah.
I scored, bro.
But it was like you. Like, I got made fun of the rest of the year.
The whole year. Yeah,
They're calling me Disco Inferno.
those things stick to you, bro. Like,
That's what they called me.
They're lucky Elaine wasn't out there, because I bet you my name would have been
No.
Elaine.
Disco Inferno. That's
Yeah.
what they're calling.
That's what they call you. I didn't get a name from it because
You know.
I just got guys doing stupid runs down the hall at me for the rest of the year.
Trust
and,
me.
You know, then you're walking with a girl and then they're fucking with you and they're doing the.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, "Dave, don't trip," you know. Or I'd be walking down the hall and some guy would just come and pop hit my foot, and I'd fall down and they trip me and they're like, "Yo, guy, you didn't make it 8 yards,
Dude,
And I'm like,
you know what I used to get all the time?
What?
The drop the ball. Just drop the ball and kick beside it. I was like,
man.
oh.
Those guys, they get you, man. And you know what?
Whatever.
It's all in the
Whatever.
It's all into being an athlete, bro. We were athletes once,
It's like poke high, you know?
and that's what. But yo, being an athlete, this shit made you tough, though, right? Like that's why I want my daughter to play sports. That's why I'm happy she's in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Because guess what? She gets to lose,
Yeah.
and she gets to learn from that shit.
Well, not even lose. I think sports is like team morality. Like you
Well-
learn how to work as a unit.
But she's
you
not
learn,
on a team because
You learn how to. Well, it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
she trains.
Yeah,
You
she
train by
trains.
yourself.
no, she trains with.
There you go.
She trains with the team. Yeah.
You train with a team.
Yeah.
You form a bonding. It lets you learn how to interact with people.
Yeah.
I love martial arts because it teaches you discipline. And respect.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, and you get that from team playing too.
Yeah.
If you play on a team, you got to respect the coach.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to work with your teammates.
Yep.
You got to learn how chemistry. You know how some people make a team bad.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
So it's like it makes you work on these skills. You know? So
I like it.
team sports.
Yeah, I'm happy that she's in jiu-jitsu and really
I love those single
Gets, like-
sports
gets like
because you know what a single sport does, like jiu-jitsu. I did track and field.
Mm.
You learn to rely on yourself.
yeah.
So it's like, yo, you can't blame anybody.
Yeah.
You know, when it's not a team sport, you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, Dave screwed me up.
They fucked it up. Yeah, the pass
No.
wasn't good.
No.
Laces out, or whatever.
You're doing track. Dave was in the other 4 lanes away from you. What did he do?
Mm-hmm.
You messed up.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of the individual sports, they work on your mental toughness. They give the drive because
Yeah.
it's just you.
Yeah.
If you don't perform, then you're gonna lose.
Then you're gonna lose. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
that's it. You know what? And there's a strong part of me that loves that for my daughter.
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu too,
for
because-
kids, it gives them that individuality
And
and that fight.
and she
bond.
has, and my daughter has the thing because like there's times when she was doing really really well,
Yeah.
and then she got her ass whooped a couple times, and you can see the anger in her
Yeah.
in the next practice.
Yes.
Like I'm talking about, she got her ass whooped in a tournament,
yeah.
and then the next practice she came back, she just started to dust people.
Trust me.
She was, and people were to the point where other parents were like, "What the hell has gotten into Noelle? What the fuck is like? What's going on with her?" You know, like man, she's a savage now, like in a good way, right?
Yeah.
And people were like, "Yo, holy
Trust
shit!"
me.
And I'm like, "Yo, you know what happened? We went to the tournament on the weekend, and she lost,
Yeah.
and she lost soundly."
Yeah.
And now she came back to practice, and she's like, "I don't like that feeling. I don't want that feeling to happen again.
Yep.
I'm gonna dust people until I run up to somebody who I can't dust,
Yep.
and I'm gonna fight that person so hard that I'm only gonna get better."
Exactly.
You know, and then then now she fights boys that are like older than her and stuff like that, to like trying to get better, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then when she fights the people her age, it's good because she gets to, even though she's not dusting anybody in practice right now.
Right.
Most of the people in practice are about her level,
At
but
par.
but there are people that she can clearly win against more,
Right.
and those are important to go because that's important to practice your offense.
Right.
And then when you practice the better people, it's important to go then because you practice your defense.
Yes.
Right? You can't always fight people who are better than you because you'll only know defense.
Yes.
Right? So she has, there's a perfect mix
That's
right
what
now,
they need.
and she's fighting hard.
And then
all that to say, I'm proud of my little girl.
And that,
Yeah.
all in all, is going to translate
Hello, guys.
into her growing up into an adult, because then she's going to be
Mafia
someone
and
who's
Sarah.
a
Hello,
well-rounded
Mafia and
guy.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah, for sure.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel that people that play sports or play anything, they're clueless, guys. Sometimes you're like, yo, what is wrong with you? You play sports?
Yeah.
No. Okay, that's what's wrong.
That's what's wrong. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you don't understand how to talk to people or interact with people, or you don't know
Or even
how.
just being told no. Like, losing and being told no are the same thing to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, kids nowadays are all, like, everything gets handed to them, and nobody tells them no, and they think everything is supposed to be theirs, and they're it's an entitlement.
Dude.
But in jiu-jitsu, it's not like that.
I love
you
that.
get your ass whooped.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So, like, it's you're not always gonna get it your way, and you have to learn how to deal with that.
Yes.
And sports, in general, helps you learn that.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Humbles you guys.
Yeah, losing helps you think.
Yeah, man.
Helps you understand that.
Trust me.
Like Jordan says, he remember like all the game-winning shots that he took. He only remembers the ones he missed. Right?
Because you don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
I know when it comes to losing,
Yeah.
for me, when I lose, I never want to feel
like
that again.
Yeah,
so the next time I go out, I'm going to try even harder.
You're fighting so hard. Yeah.
Not to feel it. Because I hate that feeling of losing.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, even if it's like something as petty as a video game, and I'll tell my friends, enjoy this feeling. Because it's never going to happen again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, I'll give you this example. One time, because when they're done the match,
Yeah.
they stand up and they stand with the ref holding both hands. You know what I mean? The ref holds hands and raises the hand of the winner.
Yeah.
And yo, every single time that the ref raises the other hand of the thing, they my daughter will shake her hand or something like that, but you just see right as they raise her hand, my daughter's always looking like, at her face. Because sometimes she knows she loses because the score is right there on the board.
Right.
Right? But, you should see her face.
Yes.
Every time she steps off, and either she knows she lost or she doesn't, not sure, but they raise the other hand and she goes, and you can see, like, I know her, right?
Yeah.
Other people may not see the subtlety,
You know it.
but I know the vexedness in her face.
Yes.
And she has to be sportsmanlike. She has to hug or shake the hand of the person, go to the other coach, shake the hand. Jiu-Jitsu is very strict. Like, she doesn't have to, but if she doesn't, she's an outcast. Like, you don't do that.
It's respect.
Shake the hand and go to the other coach,
Yep.
shake their hand, say good job, and then come to your coach and cry or whatever the fuck you want to do after that. Yeah. She's not a big crier.
Yeah.
But she has cried before, though. She's a kid.
Kids. Yeah.
So she comes over and she's so disappointed. And her coach is amazing because he's like, yo, you know how many good things you did in that match? We can only build from here. We now have to learn from what you did.
Yes.
You've made mistakes, yes. But let's learn not to make those mistakes again.
Boom.
And then what you were saying, the vexedness in her works so much harder not to make those mistakes again, so that when she goes back to the next match, she ain't making those mistakes again because she doesn't want to be the one with her hands down.
You don't want that
and the
feeling.
other one has their hand raised.
You don't want that feeling, guys.
It's so cool. You
don't want that feeling.
Yo, what's up? Game Room Theater? What up, yo? And yeah, we got to shut this segment down because we both got to go get the little ones.
Yes.
Speaking about it. So,
I guess
we're skipping the movie review. We're skipping Dad Jokes with Jay for this time.
But
that's okay. Well, we'll come back. Maybe we'll just do a quick Dad Jokes with Jay segment just for fucking no reason. Who knows? We're going to Cuba soon. Stay tuned for that episode coming up soon.
There are going to be some dad jokes down there.
You're going to see pure jokes coming out. There's going to be a dad joke segment. There's going to be a full episode coming out from down there.
Oh my God. There's going to be
a lot of
Lawrence segment. There's going to be a Marlon segment. There's going to be a Trini segment.
Yeah, we're going to try and get some Cubans on if we can.
You know what I mean? Some
Cubans on to talk some shit too.
It's going to be...
as much as they're allowed to do. Because, hey, we don't want to, we ain't trying to mess with anybody's livelihood.
No.
But stay tuned for all the shenanigans that come from the Cuba trip that's coming up real soon.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. But right now, we're going to hit the Pum Pum list. What was I angry about? I was angry about my fucking TV and electronics. So TVs and electronics that don't do what they're supposed to do. They're only supposed to do one thing. And if they don't do the thing that they're supposed to do, Fuck you, electronics. You make the boom boom list. What was yours?
All you damn websites that make me change my password. It's like I have problems remembering it in the first place, and then I gotta change it. Oh, and then even if
when you change it,
no, I forget.
Yeah,
I put in my password, I forget, and then when I go to change it, you tell me you've already used that password. Yo, I've only had one password, and you said it didn't work.
And you said it didn't work, and now
you won't let me put in this password. You say it too close. Passwords.
Make the boom boom list too.
Yes.
Yep. And then there's what's his name? Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
The other Antetokounmpo.
Sharknado.
Anybody that was involved in any of the Sharknado movies.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is actually the top.
Yeah, Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons actually just makes the top of the boom boom
the
list
khakis.
all the time. The fucking Blue Jays.
The khakis. No, they're not the Blue Jays.
No.
The khakis.
But people might not know exactly what the khakis are.
Well, we'll tell them.
Anybody in baseball that's more about the numbers than actually the eye test and understanding.
Analytics.
Yeah, understanding that somebody's hot right now.
Boom boom list.
It doesn't matter what the fucking numbers say. That guy's fucking cooking. Let him cook. The khakis. The guys who wear the khakis who say, take them out because the numbers say we should. Fuck them.
Yes.
You make the boom boom list too. You
Yes,
fucking
you do.
khakis, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you do.
Mother khaki wearing motherfucker counting. Look at all these number shit.
You know?
Use your fucking eyes too, man.
These things.
Anyhow. That's all. I think is that it?
Yeah.
Is that the boom boom list for now?
That's it for now.
Anyhow, we gotta shut it down now. This has been a good episode. I actually have more shit that I want to do, but we gotta shut it down now.
Hold up, stop. Now wait a minute. My aim is winning, got age and women that'll change my limit. I've been blazed to hit 'em. What? I just wanna rock with you. And take it straight to the top.
Jello pudding it in your bum.
Pudding. Use it in a sentence. I'm gonna take my penis and pudding in your mouth.
And I'm putting it in your mouth.
Oh. Thank you, folks. It's another great show. Remember, add, subscribe, hit that bell, tell your friends. It's Diddy.
Yeah.
Oh. It's Diddy. Hold up.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, go check out bigtings.com. The best way to support the show. BIGTINGZ.com. Support your boys. Like, subscribe, do all those things Jay just said. And we'll catch you guys in a couple weeks. Yo, let's Diddy them. Let's Diddy them.
Oh.